This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books and movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote the
All
scripts.
right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 310. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Blake.
And no Jimmy this week. He is still hungover from Xavier beating UC. And if you're local, it's a big game.
Was that the crosstown ping pong?
Yes, crosstown ping pong shootout.
Yes. You can't say shootout.
Sorry. Rivalry? Is that too mean?
Sure.
It's a basketball
That's
thing.
good.
It's a basketball game here in Cincinnati. That's a college.
It only matters to
Between the-
Cincinnati people.
It doesn't even matter to some people.
Yeah.
My Division III school doesn't have a rivalry.
It's the Skyline Crosstown Showdown now.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
No,
Oh.
the Crosstown Showdown is high school football.
Oh, okay.
It used to be called the Crosstown Shootout for people outside of Cincinnati. And then there was a big old fight between the two colleges of Xavier
No, it
University
used to
and
be
UC.
called the shootout.
That's what he said.
I
Yes.
thought you said showdown.
No.
Go back to listen to the tapes.
Okay, we'll go back and listen.
Challenge. Nope.
Okay.
Denied.
What?
Anyway, so Jimmy is done with that. But no, we're recording on a special night
Yeah.
because I have a Christmas party to go to for my work tomorrow.
Yay.
Oh,
Straight yay.
you know why? Because they have a musical performer tomorrow night.
Ooh.
You know who it is?
No.
John Bon Jovi, motherfuckers.
Get the fuck out
I'm
of
not
here. Are
kidding.
you kidding me?
John Bon Jovi's coming, baby.
You know, that makes me happy because he stooped so low. He's going to the
How
Great
dare
American-
no.
He's
How
going-
dare you?
He's going to that place to perform for
How
money.
dare you?
They get a lot of good performers in the past.
We've had Tim McGraw,
Who?
country
Who?
star. We've had Sammy Davis Jr. came twice.
Ooh, well, that's not helping your argument.
That's what she said.
You had Journey.
They had Journey,
oh my God!
Michael Bublé,
Oh, I'm so sad for
Carrie
you.
Underwood.
Yeah.
His legs won't
Sure.
stop. God.
I'm sure they stopped somewhere.
Oh, no, they didn't. My heart. And then we've had back in the day Frank Sinatra, back in the 80s.
Oh,
Yeah.
drunk Frank Sinatra.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, from the 80s,
Yeah.
probably.
Frank Sinatra Jr. No. But no,
Nancy Sinatra.
that's
Yeah, but
right.
you're bringing up all these
Weird Al
people that-
Yankovic.
You're bringing up all these people
Wish.
I wish.
that they had before you. Yeah, I mean, they got Weird Al, then I'd be impressed.
John Bon Jovi, baby, though. I'm excited.
I'm still wanting Weird Al for the Super Bowl.
I still want Weird Al Yankovic to come on to the Hobie show.
Well, everyone wants that.
Come on, Weird Al. Hobie wants Al. Let's put it out there. Hashtag Hobie wants Al. Let's get
Al
it
for
going.
Hobie.
Al for Hobie. I like it. Anyway, so we're here this week.
Anyways, despite all the deaths going on in the past week,
Oh, my God. Let me pull this up first.
yeah, let's bum everybody out.
Okay.
After being so happy that John Bon Jovi was playing at your work
You leave him
Christmas
alone.
party. That's so awesome.
Benson and Star Trek actor Renee Abrujanis.
I can never pronounce it.
He died at 79. He was Star Trek Deep Space Nine, right?
Yeah, he played Odo, I think was the character's name.
Look at my Star Trek knowledge. He passed away at 79. I can't believe he was 79. I mean,
I believe it.
I mean,
Yeah. He looked it in that photo that they put up for him.
yeah, it just seems weird.
Well,
like
I mean,
you just
Benson was in the early 80s, and he was like probably in his 40s or
Yeah.
late 30s then.
you just kind of think like Deep Space Nine. Like, not that I was a big Star Trek fan, but you're like, oh, that was only like 5-10 years ago. No, that was like 1990s.
Yeah.
It's like, jeez.
It's like, oh my God.
Let's see who else. Carol Spinney.
Yep.
Who was he?
Big Bird, Oscar the Grouch,
Yep.
one of the original Muppeteers.
You know his voice.
Oscar. Yeah, he was 85.
It's good life.
Yeah.
I think he just retired last year, I think.
So you know what that means? Don't retire.
Yeah.
That's right.
Don't retire. Or if you do retire, make sure you have some type of hobby to keep you going. For my parents, it's Ubering the grandkids around. That's kept them young and healthy. And my dad has like a two-story shed in the backyard. That helps.
I don't know what's two-story shed helps with Ubering grandchildren.
Well, he has two different things. He Ubers grandchildren everywhere, and then he has a two-story shed that he just kind of like knickknacks with stuff. I think I have like
He's got his
17
office in there.
Yeah.
His workshop.
Yeah, I have like 17 birdhouses over the
Yeah.
years.
And his collection of porn.
No, that's in the trees.
Oh.
That's in the, remember? In the woods.
That's right. He is a old timey guy. It would be in a tree. Why don't you go check those trees out behind his?
I don't think I want to do that. I don't want to do that.
He'll get pictures of women's ankles.
knees. Ooh. And armpits if you're lucky.
Shaved or not?
That's right. Both.
Oh, it's a 1970s armpit.
That's right.
Ooh, look at the hair. Anyways.
It's a gherkin for the armpit.
Aw. So anyways, back to what we were talking about.
Pickle?
I said gherkin.
Yes. A gherkin is, you mean merkin?
Merkin.
Merkin, sorry. Oh, merkins and gherkins. I mean, come on, man.
Well, that's the title of our show, a gherkin for an armpit.
Yeah, for the arm hair, it's called a gherkin. You didn't know that?
I did not know that. I thought that's what you called that one building in London.
Those damn Brits. We're on nerdly.co.uk, though. Good day,
Hey,
mate.
Vicka.
Hello, Vicka.
Cheeky cunt.
Wanka.
Monkey.
Cheeky. Monkey.
Bloody. Ooh, wait, that's a curse.
Sunday?
There.
Bloody Sunday?
Now,
Let's
you
see.
did use the English, the British C word, not the American C word.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Just so our listeners that get offended by the American C word, that wasn't the American C
No.
word.
That was the British. So anyways, first off, Breath of Silence. So moving on to something lighter. So we've talked about Peloton's ad last week with the wife
Yeah.
and the husband that she gets one and she vlogs about her daily use of it.
Little did we know we kicked off the zeitgeist.
Oh my God.
Yes. We'll take credit for it.
They lost 10% of their stock.
Don't come after me legally, please.
You just took credit for it. Now everyone is mad at you.
I
So-
deny everything.
Well, then it became a Me Too movement. We're not going to go into that because we were just joking about it because it was just a creepy ad.
Thought it was
We
just
weren't talking
creep
about
weird.
Everybody, people online are saying it's sexist because he got it for
Whatever.
her.
You know, if she got it for him, who cares?
Yeah. Oh, he got her a present. How sexist of him.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're not going to get into that.
Yeah.
We were joking about because it was just a weird
just
ad.
thought it was weird.
Yes.
Exactly. If they started off with the context of her saying, "Hey, we got the kids. I can't leave the house. I can't go to the gym. I'd really like to have like a exercise thing here," then it would all make sense.
Well,
right?
why can't we pretend that's what happened?
Well, because we live in a literal society, and the last 5 minutes is history.
I'll be honest. My wife,
Literally.
if my wife buys me a $2,400 thing
living-
for Christmas, I'm going to be quite pissed.
We're living in an era where we forget context.
So the best part is that Ryan Reynolds has a alcohol that he makes,
I heard about that.
vodka.
Yes.
So he actually hired her to be in the commercial because of all the backlash, and she's basically out with her friends, and they're like, "You look really good," and she's just sitting there staring, and they're like, "You haven't been out in a while," and she's just drinking. Well done, Ryan.
That's really good.
So-
I heard about it, but I didn't.
here's the
actually see
best part.
commercial.
Well, yeah, we're here for you. Let us get you a drink. So she chugs her drink, and then the other girl then hands her drink over, and she's like, "Thank you," and starts drinking the other girl's drink.
So the best part is, well, that was the best part. The worst part is, so people start doing this backlash, okay?
Of course.
So they lost 10% of their stock value. Then
Get it back.
they lost $1.5 million in a day from all this backlash, okay, of
Yeah.
people being pissed off, that they had to reduce their, because basically you buy the Peloton bike, it's an exercise
There's
bike,
subscription fees.
and there's a subscription fee to those videos and live things. So if you wanted to do a live workout, it doesn't matter, you have to pay for it. $40 a month.
Jeez.
They had such a backlash and people not like losing in sales of 1.5 million after that. They had to reduce the programs now from $40 a month a subscription to $8 a month.
Wow.
I heard that today. I'm like, my God,
You know, if you're a Peloton fan, it's the best thing ever.
it is.
Unless you own stock.
Well, that's true. But yes, I thought that was awesome. I was like, wow, that's just to show you the backlash that can happen in this society.
Yeah, we're horrible people.
Hobie's on the forefront.
Yeah, we are. I mean, no, we're not. We didn't
No,
cause that.
we didn't do this. It doesn't have to do this.
No, don't look behind the curtain, Peloton.
No, don't worry about it.
Don't look behind the amateur podcast that started your downfall.
Professional amateurs.
Professional amateurs, sorry.
A couple things. Wonder Woman 1984 trailer came out today.
I haven't seen it yet, but it sounds like everybody loves it.
Did you see it, Jeff?
I saw the Wonder Woman trailer. Well, today I didn't
Yeah.
see one today. I saw one
Yesterday. It came out yesterday.
Oh, okay.
1984.
I was going to say,
Maybe
it
I
looked
saw
kind of
it yesterday,
80s-ish
but-
from
yeah.
the picture.
It's in the title of the movie. Yeah.
Oh, I thought there's some subliminal thing going on.
Chris Pine's back as Steve Trevor.
How's
don't
that
know how
worked
yet.
out yet. Do you think he did one of those G.I. Joe jumps from the plane and the
There's
parachute?
a couple.
and it shot him through time.
or he was cloned and now this is him again at the age where they met.
So let's
'Cause
go through
Apparently
the-
she lives forever.
Let's go through. Well, she's a god. So let's go through the
Demigod?
rumors. Let's go through the rumors.
She's a demigod.
One, he's Martian Manhunter. That's the one rumor. Who's a shapeshifter from Mars and alien.
So it's not really Steve Trevor. It's the Martian
That's the one
Manhunter
rumor.
looking like Steve Trevor.
Sorry, theories. We're doing theories.
Theories.
That's one theory. Second theory, Maxwell Lord is the bad guy who,
Oh, is he?
yeah, he could be a demigod in it, and he basically comes off as a salesman, televangelist in the trailer, and he can give you anything he wants for a price. You can get anything you want from him. So the other theory is that she made a deal with him to bring Steve Trevor back, but it comes at a price, obviously, down the road. Third thing is that her father, Zeus, was so impressed with his sacrifice and his love for his daughter, because she's Zeus's daughter, that he brings him back. That's another one.
That's not like a Zeusy thing to do, is it?
I wouldn't think so.
No, it really
I don't think
isn't,
Zeusy brings anybody back in
Zeus
Greek
doesn't really give a
mythologies.
shit.
Is Hera usually killing all his offspring?
Hera's not very nice.
Well, she shouldn't be. He's out screwing everything he can. And not even as a man. It's like swans and shit.
Swans and bowls.
Can you imagine being a woman? And I'm like, what the fuck's a swan? I mean, maybe that's why dolphins are so rapey.
Ah.
Aquaman.
Anyways. Maybe
Aquaman's
that's
a-
why Aquaman and
Aquaman's a bad man. He's a Wachowski or something.
maybe Wonder Woman and Aquaman took it along for that reason.
Yeah, could be.
So those are some of the rumors out there, theories out there. So it'll be interesting. Obviously, he's going to have to die at the end of this one because he's not in Justice League. So,
I don't know. Maybe he's hiding somewhere.
well, not be in Justice League, I would hide too.
Maybe they kill him off again.
Steve, you're going to be in Justice League. I'm good. I'm just going to take a break over there.
Oh, darn. We made this movie after Justice League.
How do we fix this?
How do we fix this?
Do you like the trailer though?
It was a trailer.
It was different than, I don't know what I was expecting. It was a very Thor Ragnarok type look, mixed with a lot of 1980s stuff.
Yeah, it had a lot of '80s stuff. I mean, it didn't make me say, "Whoa, what the hell?" You know, it's like it's another Wonder Woman movie.
Kristen Wiig plays a fish out of water in it. Can't wait.
Thought
She plays
played a
Cheetah. She plays Cheetah. Ah!
She plays a cheetah out of the wild.
Yeah.
She looks okay enough for it, sure, whatever. I like the character of Cheetah, so and I like to see what they do with Maxwell Lord. So Pedro Pascal, I think Pascal is
Oh, is it?
yeah, he's Maxwell Lord. He looks like he could be fun. So I like the first Wonder Woman to the last 20 minutes. The
Wonder
villain.
Woman.
And
I'm just
because you're so
picturing,
sad.
Yes.
Linda Carter spinning around right now.
oh, the other theory I forgot is that it's not Steve Trevor; it's his grandson, Steve Trevor III, which doesn't make sense because he looked very lost in the 1980s.
And he knew Diana.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And I
Well,
don't think that one. Is
Let me
true.
tell you, if you dated Gal Gadot, you would remember her you would pass that story
And
on for
did
your
he have
grandchildren.
any children before he died?
Yeah,
They
I was
never
going to say
said.
that means Trevor's been spreading his seed around.
Yeah.
Maybe he's Zeus. Trust me, if I dated Gal Gadot, all my grandchildren would know.
I'd be spreading a lot of seed.
Stop it. Fertilizer.
Yes.
Yeah. The other trailer came out was Ghostbusters, a.k.a. Ghostbusters Afterlife, a.k.a. Stranger Things, the movie.
I saw a picture of it, and again, the news feed I got was, "Oh, this is awesome! I'm all in." I think that was from Kevin Howden. I think it was our British folk.
The trailer came out today.
Yeah,
It takes place in the Midwest, like Oklahoma or someplace.
Oklahoma.
Egon's daughter, takes over the family.
Would that be she gone?
Get out. She's he
How to
dies.
Train
She
Your
inherits
Egon.
she inherits this creepy old farmhouse, and all his stuff is there. She has a daughter and a son. Son is played by the guy from Stranger Things.
oh really?
Yeah.
And
Which
Paul
one?
Rudd's in it.
Who's the main one?
Finn Wolfhard?
Yes. So he's in it, and Paul Rudd's in it, and he plays the science teacher, the local science high school teacher, and he gives them a history lesson of the Ghostbusters because they find all his stuff because there hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years.
Because they busted them all.
That's right.
Until
and then,
the women came and rebusted them.
they've ignored that.
Oh.
So then it basically is the ghosts are starting up in this small coal mine. And the kids, they're like 14 to 16, 17 years old, and they're the ones taking over the ghost busting. And I'm like, ugh, can we have some adults in there too?
I thought that's what Bill and Dan Aykroyd were coming back as.
I
They
don't
come
know.
out of retirement to help them.
Oh, they're coming back as children.
Hey, you coming back to bust some ghosts?
Paul Rudd is interesting in it because it's Paul Rudd, but I liked it. It was cool. They are driving the Ecto One.
Ecto 1.
Yeah, down Main Street, and the next thing you know, they hit a button, and the kid goes out like in a gunner seat. He's like, "We got a gunner seat," and she's shooting up the Ghostbuster gun throughout town. So that was kind of fun, and it does look good, but it looks like a completely different take on Ghostbusters, which may be needed. Who cares? I mean, they've had one good film in the whole franchise. Let's be real. So, it may not be bad. It may not be bad. I'm intrigued by it.
It may be the second best.
It's
Ghostbusters
already
movie?
probably the second best Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2 was on over the weekend. That's a really horrible show. It is awful.
Yeah.
So fucking Statue of Liberty walking. So, Blake, you saw Watchmen.
Yes, I did.
No one else has.
You want
Jeff, did you?
No. So I can't talk about it.
Yes, I saw Watchmen.
The newest one?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Go ahead.
All right. So I will start off with this hypothesis. That's probably one of the best payoff episodes in a series this year. I thought it was really good and really enjoyable. I liked it a lot.
A lot.
Is Dr. Manhattan in it?
Yes.
Yes.
It is the story of Dr. Manhattan.
Oh.
And I think they do it really well, too.
Is he a bad guy?
No,
No.
he's Dr. Manhattan.
Oh, okay.
He's a hero.
It's pretty good. It's a great payoff episode in that you understand Vite, you understand the main character's involvements, and you understand a hell of a lot of the storyline and the plot and why it's come to be. And it's pretty cool.
Okay.
And I enjoyed it an awful lot. I actually enjoyed it so much that I was sitting there thinking, man, this has got to be probably the best episode in a series that I've seen this year. And at that moment, Dr. Bednar sent me a text saying that this is the best series this year.
So,
We simultaneously finished, but we didn't know it. So then
That's
I
what she
said,
said.
dude, Dr. Bednar, time is relative to you?
Just like Dr. Manhattan.
Well, if you saw the episode, you get the joke.
So,
Because as soon as I'd finished, he sent me that text, and I was like, how'd you know? I just finished it.
is there one episode left?
Yes.
One more episode.
Are you happy that it's wrapping up?
I like the way it's wrapping up. Honestly, to tell you the truth, Lindelof did a good. I think he did a good idea. Again,
Is it a
taking 9 episodes, saying I have a start, I have a finish. I'm not going to drag this out for
22
7 years
episodes.
or 7 years, and actually get to something definite and finite. And I like it.
So it makes it a stronger series because he has an end point.
Yes, I would
Okay.
say season 1 of Westworld is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I would just say Westworld and Watchmen are pretty good. The Mandalorian's okay. I just saw the latest episode.
I'm 2 episodes
too.
behind. I gotta get caught
Okay,
up.
so I won't say anything else.
That's right.
But I really would say I have talked to other people outside of the nerddom, Nerd Kingdom that we podcast
Mm-hmm.
with and all that kind of fun stuff, and fans and etc. And I've talked to people. I say, "Oh yeah, have you watched the Watch? Have you seen the Watchmen?" And they're like, "Yeah, I couldn't get into it." Or some people like it. We talked about a couple episodes ago. Some people are put off by the immediate politics of the first episode and the first couple episodes, and and I'm like, yeah, you get by that, but you got to remember, where you're at and what you're doing in the timeline and all that kind of fun stuff. But
Well, if you're being put off by the politics, then you're probably on the wrong side of the politics.
that's I think for some of the folk, that's exactly what it was. But honestly, I was like, okay, well, this is interesting. But I went with it, and I rolled with it, and I actually liked it. And I actually think this episode 8 was probably one of the best series episodes I've seen this year.
So I know there's one episode left.
Yeah.
If you had to compare Westworld season 1 or Watchmen, which is better?
Man, that's tough.
Westworld is hurt because season 2 was not the greatest.
We're only doing season 1.
No, I know.
We're
I'm
doing
just
season
saying.
ones.
Yeah, season 1.
There is that episodes where you do the payoffs, and you think, they hide things from you, right? So they're setting up surprises and they're setting up big reveals, and they take their time in setting up big reveals, and they put clues in there for you.
Yeah.
When you go back and you think about things, like, oh yeah, But I would probably say my level. Westworld, I started off liking it immediately. Watchmen, I liked it, and it built for me. You know what I mean? So now I'm coming to the end, and both these series, I'm really excited to see what happens, and then I'm going to be like really bummed out because they're coming to an end.
I think I can agree with Blake on that. I think like Westworld got you right away, where it took like 2 to maybe 3 episodes of Watchmen to really say, oh right, now I really want to see what's going on.
Yeah.
But I think where Watchmen is, I'm more excited, or I like how it's ending more so than I did Westworld. Although with Watchmen, I like there's so much going on. How can there only be one episode left?
Yeah, I know. It's going to have to be a big tie-up here at the end.
I mean, well, or they'll have a lot of loose threads so they can do multiple seasons.
I would like to see what their ratings are because HBO doesn't release their ratings that often. I would like to, unless they're 80 million like Game of Thrones or something. Which, real quick here on HBO, Game of Thrones did not get any nominations for Golden Globes this year.
They shouldn't.
And everybody is taken to Twitter bitching about it.
No.
6 months ago, you were all bitching because it was a horrible season. You can't have it either way.
Golden Globes.
Is it eligible?
Yeah.
Golden
Yeah.
Globes earlier seasons.
Oh, maybe
yes.
Golden Globes. Okay.
No, yeah, Golden Globes.
Not
Sorry.
Emmys. Yeah.
Correct.
okay.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Golden
right.
Globes. But it
No,
was just funny because all these fuckers were bitching 6 months ago that it was a horrible season. This is awful. How dare you make this show? And then now they're like, well, it should be up for Golden Globes. No. You can't have it either way, both ways, people.
I was actually a little disappointed it won the Emmy
Was that last year?
that won the most
I couldn't
recent
even
Emmy,
remember.
But it's just funny.
which I think was for this last final season.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just kind of interesting to see, like, again, it's kind of like just seeing how people react, like the Peloton
Like,
thing,
hey.
like how it just snowballs. And it's like, wait a minute, you were just bitching 6 months ago.
Well,
Yeah.
it was the same person
There's a lot of people bitching about it.
Yeah, but it might be the people who
I get it.
opposite people.
It just irks me because it's like you just see it snowball. And it's like
Opposite people.
it was the quiet majority that liked it back then. They didn't say anything. Now they're the loud minority.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything else you guys see this week?
I saw Knives Out last night.
Oh, how was
I
that?
want to go see
It
that.
is good. It
I
is
do
worth
too.
watching. If you like whodunits with dark comedy, you'll enjoy it.
Is it Clue-like?
No.
Oh, okay. I saw the one review. It was very Clue. A little bit dark. They said a darker version of Clue.
It's a dark comedy. I mean, Clue is flat out throwing joke after joke after joke. This is more subtle and with the every character is like almost a terrible person or whatever, and just some of the shit that the interactions and whatnot.
So I would like it then.
Oh, you would love it.
Okay. I do want to see it.
I want to see it too.
It's making good money. We'll tease that
I know.
for the box office.
I got to try and hit the box office here in the next week. I still want to see Ford versus Ferrari. I want to see Knives Out. I want to see. I think that's it.
Why would you
Let me
go
check
see
the
Ford
top
versus
five.
Ferrari? You know why? Because you know what
Well, I know
Ferrari
the whole
would say.
I know the whole fucking story.
You know what Ferrari would say? Fuck you!
Hey, fuck you.
Listen to last
right.
week.
I'm Enzo. Fuck you.
Hey, fuck you.
Let's see here. We had a Twitter poll this week. What's your favorite Christmas cartoon? You can find us on Twitter at Bad Ideas Podcast. Give us a follow. We appreciate it. Also, give us a like on Facebook page. We got a lot of news and trailers out there. Give us some likes. I know Facebook is not popular amongst the podcast crowd, but we do have a lot of good people there that comment, and we have a lot of fun times. So,
Well, I'm just saying, out of all the Christmas cartoons that are great and classic, you pick one I've never even heard of.
let me go through them. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas, Prep and Landing,
What?
and Frosty the Snowman. Prep and Landing, I put a new one in there. It was probably
No
about 15
shit.
years old.
What?
That old?
Yeah, about 10, 15.
Jeff and I don't even know this one.
Well, that's because you're 80. So it's about these two elves that prepare the houses before Santa gets there. It is a very funny movie. Funny show. Dave Foley is one of the voices. Gotta love Dave Foley.
You don't gotta.
News radio.
Have you seen him recently?
Yeah, I saw him last year at Whose Line Is It Anyways, the live version
Oh, that's
show.
right.
And he was a guest. He was hilarious. I love Dave Foley.
Dave Foley has to, apparently because the Canadian courts won't let him redo his alimony payments.
Oh, really?
Because he's no longer making the money he used to make, but he still has to pay his ex-wife the alimony.
How does he do that?
do.
He has to take any fucking role that they'll give
That's
him.
why he took the Whose Live Is It Anyways
That's
in
why-
Cincinnati.
That's why you see him on a bunch of terrible
Funny or
TV
Die
shows
skits.
with
Funny or Die skits. He was the good cop and Will Ferrell's daughter, landlord and bad cop skits.
I don't really know that. So anyway, here we go. In last place, it was a two-way tie. Prep and Landing and Frosty the Snowman got 9%. Frosty the Snowman's kind of an instigator, to be
It's
honest.
okay.
First off, Jeff, what would you put in here besides Prep and Landing?
I don't know.
You say
Year
Santa,
Without a Santa Claus.
Santa Claus is coming to town?
Santa Claus is coming to town. That's a good one.
Those are all great ones.
Those are awful.
No, they aren't. Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey.
Nope.
I like that one too.
And then winning 49% to 34%.
You didn't put Die Hard in this list.
Stop it.
It's not animated.
Whatever
You say, whatever argument you have, you can't believe it to be a cartoon.
Well, if you change the color ratio on your TV to pastels, or you put a filter on it,
They did make
a cartoon.
They did make a Christmas book about it.
You can make it a cartoon. Come on, man.
You know,
Live action Disney. Come on, man.
I don't even care about the argument if it's a Christmas movie or not. Every fucking year, I'm so tired of people talking about it. Every fucking year on Facebook. Oh my god, I don't give a shit. If you think it's a Christmas movie, good for you. Jeez.
It's fun.
Anyways, in first place, winning 49% to 34%.
That's 50% almost.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas beat Charlie Brown Christmas. Bullshit.
Oh, I think I voted for Grinch.
I would
Stink,
vote for
stank,
Charlie.
Stunk.
I love Charlie Brown.
Exactly. You got Thor Ravenscroft. Beautiful. Now, if it was like Halloween, it's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
That's true.
Charlie Brown Christmas is just him reading out of the Bible. I mean, come on.
Or it's Arbor Day, Charlie Brown. That's a good one, too. There's not a lot of Arbor Day cartoons.
There are not a lot of Arbor Day.
I think that would win with 100%.
We'll have to find out all the Arbor Day cartoons ever made.
Twitter poll of the week next week. What's your favorite Arbor Day cartoon? It's Arbor Day, Charlie Brown, or other, and I want you to name me a real one. Everybody loves Arbor Day.
That's right.
The Grinch Stole Christmas is good. The cartoon, we watched it 3 nights ago, and it still is a fun one.
Now, granted, that does not mean the Jim Carrey movie, terrible.
No.
Did you see there was an uproar?
It does not mean the newer, wasn't there one a couple years ago?
The cartoon?
The theatrically released cartoon?
With Benedict Cumberbatch?
Was that who it was?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
that's
own
right.
it.
Yeah, that's not... Well, I haven't actually sat down and watched the whole thing.
You know what? It's not as bad. It's the second best Grinch movie.
Well, see, the problem is it's not as bad as the clips they showed during the commercials. Because
Correct.
those were terrible.
It was better than that. My kids actually really enjoy it. It was
your
enjoyable.
kids like some dumb things.
Oh, I agree.
And they're kids.
Correct. But I've
They're
seen it.
supposed to like dumb.
Let me see. Let's just say this. It's better than Playmobil, which we can tease later.
Which we're teasing for later.
Can't wait to talk about it. No, it's not bad, though. So there was a vocal minority again. That was an uproar on Twitter last week.
For what?
Because on December 1st, Netflix lost the rights to the Jim Carrey How the Grinch Stole Christmas movie.
Okay.
Good.
And they're like, how dare you take this off at Christmas time? And I'm thinking the whole time, you have seen this film, right? It is a horrible film.
It's not that good.
How dare you take... It's we don't have... We lost the right to show it. We didn't say, please take it away from us.
But people are bitching. They're like, it's a classic. I'm like, no, it isn't. It is a horrible film.
Not a classic.
It is horrible. And that's up there with the people that complain that Polar Express is a classic.
Not a classic. I mean,
Apparently,
book and stuff, maybe.
the
Book is, not the cartoon.
The movie theater that I worked at, when the Grinch opened, that was the first Christmas that location was open. And apparently it was the busiest. They pretty much had to cancel a bunch of other movies just to interlock the Grinch in like every theater. Every house was showing the Grinch.
Why?
Because there was that much of a demand to watch it.
Oh, God, it's so awful.
I mean, the people who were working there at the time, because I wasn't working there at the time, but they were telling me, like, anytime we thought it was busy, said, you should have seen the Grinch.
So I did see that movie in the trail. I did preview it because my brother was the manager at the theater.
Yeah, ask your brother, because he...
It was awful. I remember watching it and going, and that was back in the day you had to preview at midnight the night before. You had to do the later ones. And so I stayed up till 2:30 in the morning watching the fucking Grinch movie, and I hated it ever since. God, that movie is awful.
Why did I do this?
Oh, it's so bad.
Did you have to go to work the next day?
Well, I was either in college or I was working later shifts. If I graduated, then I think I was working. My first real job was like 9 o'clock, 9 to 6. So it was a little bit easier.
You still got 5 hours sleep.
Hey, 5 hours is a good night for me now.
Exactly.
So there you go. Let's do some listener feedback.
It's time for our bomb listener feedback, sponsored this week by shitty Patriot fans who boo Tom Brady, their offense, and are so hostile to Patrick Mahomes' wife that security had to come and escort them to a safe place.
So they're Patriot fans. What do you expect?
Thank you, Patriot fans, for supporting the listener feedback this week.
Yes, thank you, jerks.
Hey, how'd your Browns do this weekend?
We won.
You know what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we played somebody. Who was? Oh, yeah, the Bengals.
Who?
Yeah, that team.
You know what?
It still wasn't a convincing win.
Unlike some
that was-
podcasters, I was not dumb enough to bet that game. Just saying. I mean, who would bet against the Bengals? Sorry, Besotted Geek.
Oh, man.
What was the final score?
It was only like 27-16 or
19.
something. 19,
Yeah.
but it
So
really...
6.5 you would have lost.
I would have, but I don't
Yeah.
bet. Why would I bet that?
we did kind of get a cheap field goal at the end, close to the end there. So and still wasn't a convincing. I mean, Bengals could have scored 2 more touchdowns in that game at least.
Have you ever watched the Bengals? They could have scored 2 more touchdowns in every single game they're in, and they don't.
I know. Thank God you guys sucked more than we did. That was basically what it came down to. Who can suck more?
Hey, they're not going 0-16. That's the important part.
You know, I don't even care
the
about
Jets
the Bengals.
can suck more.
Yeah.
I don't even care about the Bengals, but at one point I'm like, they better not fucking win this to blow that number 1 draft pick. Because the Redskins are looking pretty bad, too.
Oh, the Redskins still have 2 more wins than they do. It's the
no,
Giants.
they're 2-10.
They got 3 wins.
Do they?
The Giants have 2 wins.
That's who it is. Okay, sorry.
And they're playing tonight, so they'll beat Philly tonight on Monday Night Football.
Eli Manning's back.
Yeah, he's back.
Is he?
Yeah, Jones is injured.
Yeah, I was listening to sports talking heads talking about how the Bengals are going to screw up the number 1 pick if they get it. Because if they go with Chase Young, that's a big mistake.
I think they're going Burrows.
You got to go Burrows. You got to go to the quarterback to build around.
Of course,
You
they
know,
also have me and Jeff as
defensive
the
ends-
offensive linemen.
Defensive ends don't win you Super Bowls.
The Bengals are not
Except
winning
for
a
that
Super
one that
Bowl.
did.
Except for that one that did. Who was that?
I don't know.
Julius Peppers?
Jovanion Clowney. Did he ever win a
Did
Super
that-
Bowl?
No, he did not.
Hey, Watt only has one playoff victory, according to these people
Yeah?
that were talking on the radio.
It was against the Bengals.
Against the Bengals.
Yeah,
He only has one because they lost to Houston in back-to-back years, didn't they?
Yeah, so they have 2 probably.
But maybe Watt was hurt
Injured.
in one of those.
Oh, yeah, and guess what? They're so big and athletic and so tightly wound. That guy's broke all the time. Same thing with Gronk. He was broke all the time.
Remember the offensive line?
Or unless they draft Chase Young and make him a tight end.
That would be fun. Do you remember Tony Baselli, the great lineman from the Jags?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that guy was the same thing. Unbelievable talent, but he was just kept breaking down
Exactly.
because he was getting beaten down so
Yeah.
much.
Oh, you need the guy that touches the ball every play, and that's the quarterback. You need a quarterback. That's it.
Well, you need a center because he touches the ball every play, too.
Well, you need a good center and a good quarterback.
And a long snapper.
And
Gotta
long
have a good
snapper.
long snapper.
That's absolutely correct.
Because if you don't,
Well, that's the
You
thing.
better pay for a long snapper.
Yeah.
because
And that's
if
the
you
thing.
don't-
The best thing about a long snapper is no one should know his name.
yes.
If you know the name of your long snapper, except for intern Hackney, who is a huge fan of the Bengals long snapper.
Yes.
If anybody else knows the name of your team's long snapper,
That's
you
not a good
probably have a bad long snapper.
True. And I like they were joking about Jameis Winston on my show this morning, not the show I listened to. They're like, is he the worst?
On Blake and
best-
the Dit Man in the morning?
A Dip Man in the morning. Dip Man.
94.9.
Whoa, Dip Man. Hey, so Jameis Winston, is he the best worst quarterback or the worst best quarterback?
I think the quote on ESPN was, that man could lead the league in touchdowns and interceptions in the same year.
Didn't
he's got
Favre do
turnovers.
that?
I think
Almost.
he's got more turnovers total, like interceptions and fumbles is the same as touchdown passes.
You know what? And fuck him.
And he throws for like 450 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
He's not a good person. Fuck him.
You
Allegedly.
remember when they had University when he was Florida State,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Remember when they had the ask
lobsters?
Jameis? Yeah,
Oh,
they
no.
asked Jameis Winston social media night, and everybody kept bombarding the university show with lobster crab leg questions.
It was kind of like when Bill Cosby, before he went to jail, he was talking about Father's Day and give us your best Father's Day stories on his Twitter account. And people just kept bombarding him with like, hey, remember when you knocked me out? And all that. You weren't a good dad then.
The best Father's Day story is when you didn't drug someone.
That did not work for them either.
James Winston crab leg. I remember that.
So what we got here, Blake?
Oh, the first question is from this guy, Doug,
Number 1 fan.
Ape hands.
formerly known as
Number 7.
Shitty Patriot fan.
I'm sure he'll be jumping off that bandwagon soon.
Although I don't think he would be.
You're the bandwagon jumper.
I don't think he'd be harassing.
yes, my Cardinals are really looking good.
Although I don't think your brother would harass Patrick Mahomes' wife. But
I
he
would-
may boo his offense though. In Tom Brady.
To be honest, number 1 fan Doug Apans, he can actually reach from the crowd from his seat and smack Patrick Mahomes on the field with his hands.
Hey, was he the one groping? Oh, never mind.
Hey, Patrick, whack!
No, I was talking to. Never mind.
I know. Stay on target.
That's why they had to move
Stay
it
on
to a
target.
safe space
Stay on target.
Is there a safe space in Foxborough?
from Doug's hands. I don't know.
Definitely not Bill Belichick's office if you heard some stuff. Anyways,
Regarding your top 5 last week, Jason, how could you kill Avatar? because we're killing those franchises.
Yes, that's the last.
Your daughter has so much of its merchandise.
Do you know why my daughter has so much of that merchandise? Because her favorite uncle keeps buying Avatar stuff every time he goes to Disney for her, and she puts it in her room.
So how do your other brothers feel when you keep calling Doug her favorite uncle?
Oh, she admits it.
Oh, okay.
She knows. He knows. He knows.
Well, maybe the other brothers need to step their game up.
She calls him Doug. So, but yeah, she does love it. She was wearing Avatar socks a couple weeks ago that he got her. She's never seen the movie, but damn it, she loves those Avatars. Why, honey? Why are you wearing those? Doug got me these. I have to. No, you don't. Stop wearing them. Fucking Avatar socks.
I wear the BB-8 socks that Doug got me.
That's not good.
Why not?
Anyways, what else we got?
Yeah, my best listener feedback entry this week from Nisi. Regarding draft day of Mary Tyler Moore, and I'm not making this up. This is actually what
This is what she
This is
said.
verbatim. This was a hard choice, but Megyn Kelly as Mary, a serious but utterly annoying, whiny character, was perfect. Not to mention the dead Valerie Harper hologram won it. Blake for the win. Blake for the win.
Listen to last week's episode as we draft a new Mary Tyler Moore show. I think I got screwed on this one.
I get screwed on draft day all the time too, but I won
I'm
this.
0-56, okay, on draft day.
This is the last time I take it serious.
I get upset. I get upset when I have to share it with like Jeff and Jim and guests that win.
Even your half a win when you share it is more than I have. I have seriously never won draft day, ever.
Now I have to comb to find out if that's true or
That
not.
is true. I've never won.
All right. Sure, I
Well,
believe
some of them have never been declared winners yet either.
I'm sure I lost those
You
too.
did.
I'm sure
There
I
was a
lost.
loser declared,
Yes.
no winner.
it. You were declared the loser, but winner is still up in the air.
Who won? Don't know, but Jason lost. Damn it.
We do know this for a fact. Moving on. Kevin and Sensei Explorer, what are your thoughts on the new Bond trailer? I gave this last week. Are you excited for another Daniel Craig version of Bond? Or should we say the last Daniel Craig version of Bond?
Were you excited?
I'm as excited as I am about any new movie or a new movie in a franchise coming out.
Are you excited about this or Star Wars, or is it the same?
It's about the same.
Okay.
I saw a good quote. It said, Daniel Craig looks like he's ready to quit the Bond series in this trailer.
What's your name? Bond.
Bond. Really, I gotta say it.
Really?
James Bond.
The most well-known, quote-unquote, secret spy in the world.
What's your name? Bond. What's your first name? Jimmy Bond. I think it's James. Whatever. Just give me a fucking drink. Give me a Heineken.
Oh crap! And I was over here shaking a martini.
Nope. Heineken bought their rights.
That's right.
Oh really? He orders Heineken now?
In the last couple he did.
Yeah, so horrible.
I don't think I even realized
They paid
that.
$100 million, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're vastly overrating
I remember
the
being-
Bond franchise.
BMW outbid Aston Martin, and that
Yeah.
was kind of like blasphemy too.
Yeah. It's kind of like, what was it? Toyota bid for all the Transformers, or Chevy? Chevy did.
Oh God, GM.
Yeah, it was GM.
GM, that's what-
I don't know if they were all Chevy but they were definitely GM.
Yeah.
I think.
So they were recalled for parts failures and
Halfway through the
airbags.
movie, they're all in the shop.
Well, the Avengers movies, it's all Audi.
Yeah, but Tony Stark has a fucking badass Audi in that last
yeah.
one. Oh,
Well,
my God.
All I'm saying is apparently when you lose half of the population of Earth, Audi's apparently the only competent car manufacturer still working.
I like it. Well, it's all automated. So I guess it's fine.
That and the Mets
Well, demand
at least folded.
goes down, so the prices drop. So everybody can afford one.
Audis are now $200,000. Wait a minute. What? It's a badass car, though, that Tony Stark drives in that one. I don't even like cars, but that is, whew, God, that's beautiful.
It'd be cooler if it transformed.
What would be your dream car? I know you don't like cars, and neither do I, but what would you get?
Well, the only car I ever thought, oh, I love that car was back in the 80s, the Lamborghini Countach.
Okay.
Which
But now
the only
that's so...
the only reason a Lamborghini Countach exists is because
Because of Enzo Ferrari said, fuck you.
That's right. To Lamborghini.
Can we make shirts about that on the back? That's what Ferrari says. F, and then the asterisk. You. I like it. I would do any type of Acura, like the sports car Acuras. Just a basic Acura. I love those. Really like the Acuras.
Yeah.
Simple things for me. What about you?
Yeah. Sure.
What would be your dream car?
Probably a Ferrari.
Unfortunately, fuck you.
You know what, guys? Fuck you. I want a Ferrari.
We would sell this to you, Blake, but fuck you.
Hey, La Familia Friends. Ferrari, we heard your episode. Fuck you.
Blake, can you say something in Italian?
Vaffanculo. Sorry, Italian listeners.
Yes.
I think he said fuck you in Italian.
I think he did. What else we got?
From Besotted Geek. I think this is directed at Jeff.
It's definitely directed
Not
at Jeff.
sure what is wrong with some of you. Chicken and waffles are amazing.
See, the fact that he says that makes me understand how he's so wrong on a lot of his opinions.
KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, has chicken and waffles
I've
now.
seen that commercial.
Yeah,
I
the
may go
Mrs. Butterworth. And
I may go try it. Yeah, that's kind of a sexy commercial.
It's kind of disturbing.
I wanna
the
record
Colonel and Mrs. Butterworth are getting it onto the Ghost song.
Getting it on.
Getting it on.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, these show like 18 pieces of chicken and waffles. There's no way KFC is giving that much on a platter.
Yeah.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
And it does not look that good. I'm sorry.
They might be giving away that much. That's the double family platter.
Oh,
You
okay.
pay $43 for it.
Hey, it's $20 for the family, one bucket.
This is the double one.
Oh, double, sorry.
Let's try the obesity special.
Diabetes special.
That's right.
KFC does have good greasy chicken.
You know, they do
Well,
have...
see, you say that like that's a good thing.
I remember when popcorn chicken came out. That was some good stuff when they first came
Ugh,
out.
I hate
They-
popcorn chicken.
Oh,
And they do the extra
don't-
crispy
well,
chicken breasts.
I don't like fried chicken, so
I like fried chicken.
I've done the Nashville chicken from KFC. It's good.
Is it?
Is it hot?
Yeah.
Too hot?
And pickles. Yeah, it's good. No, not too hot.
Okay.
Because they have Nashville chicken and waffles.
Well, I know that's going to be maybe too hot for chicken and waffles. I mean, you want a little hot sauce on there, but I'm not sure if you want it that hot.
I'd like to thank KFC as our new sponsor this week. Thanks. When you're just finger licking good.
That's what
Finger licking. Oh,
that's what she said.
I did it wrong.
Toe licking good.
Ooh.
Oh, we just lost our KFC sponsor.
But we did get you porn's toe fetish
Hey.
series. Suck My Toe is now our sponsor. Jeff's just shaking his head. Everybody loves a good toe.
Now that Rex Ryan is listening.
Everybody loves a good toe sucking. Come on,
I don't think I even want people to suck my toes.
They probably couldn't get past the smell of my socks when I took my shoe off. Unless you like the smell of salt and vinegar, because it does kind of smell like salt
I mean,
and
if you
vinegar.
do like it, good
Like
for
chips.
Yeah.
I mean, the TV show, Eric Estrada.
That isn't what I meant. I meant
smells like-
potato chips.
Officer salt, officer vinegar.
Well, I mean, it's good for you if you like, toe sucking. Good for you. Whatever makes you happy. As long as it doesn't hurt somebody, don't care. On a side note,
And as long as the person who said toes you are sucking or watching suck are of someone of the proper age.
well, that's our dark. Moving on. What else we got?
Well, you were saying as long as you don't hurt somebody. I'm like, there's other problems you can have in there.
Should go without saying.
It should. But
Can we go to the
someone
next
might say,
question?
Jason said it was all right. I'm not hurting
See
anyone.
what you did, Besotted Geek? All about your fucking chicken and waffles that led to toe sucking.
I'm trying to get to Ziggy. I'm trying.
He's at the complaint booth.
No, this is the real Ziggy.
I want to be taller.
Listener Ziggy.
Okay.
Listener Ziggy says, what would be on your Mount Rushmore of desserts?
Oh, crap. I
Toe
thought that
sucking
said
for Jason.
deserts. Oh, the Gobi was my number one.
Oh, Gobi's a good one. That would be a really bad statue, like of the deserts.
You got to put Sahara up there.
That's right. Not the movie. No. Let's see. So desserts: key lime pie, cheesecake,
Gelato.
gelato's good.
Brownies from the corner of the pan.
Brownies. Yeah.
Not the entire brownie.
No,
Brownies from the
Or
corner of
those
the pan.
pans that have all corners.
Yes. Ooh, I saw those. That's like a zigzag brownie pan.
Oh.
It's nothing but corners. God. So
Okay, so time out. So we got brownies. We can all agree on brownies, right?
corner.
I
Corner
agree
brown.
on all desserts.
Well, you got to narrow it down to 4.
Okay.
except for-
Cheesecake?
baked goods.
No fruitcake.
No. Can we do cheesecake?
I'll put baked goods.
If you're a listener,
I'll
do
put
not send fruitcake to
frozen
Hobie.
goods like ice cream and
No, you got to be
pop.
specific.
Gelato. Danny gelato.
No, I don't like
love
gelato.
I
I
love gelato.
I like sherbet.
Ew.
Ew.
What do you mean? Ooh.
Well, Sherbert got voted out. What the fuck?
That's
Oh,
like
now I'm putting double down on it.
Yeah,
I'm putting 2 sherbets in my
Sherbet's like low rent gelato.
We're putting orange sherbet and rainbow sherbet up there. Fuck it, we're adding pineapple sherbet.
Sherbet's like
4
Chinese knockoffs of
sherbets.
Italian gelato.
4
What is this
sherbets
shit?
on the Mount Rushmore.
Oh my god.
Sherbert's like the Justice League of superhero movies.
Oh, wow.
What about chocolate lava cake? Do you like chocolate lava cake?
He hates cake of all.
I don't like cake. Except cheesecake.
Yeah.
Well, that's not cake.
Yeah.
Cheesecake's
Um,
okay. Cheesecake's okay.
For a classic, would you do apple pie?
No. Actually, fruit pies are probably the bottom of my list.
What about just a dollop of Cool Whip? You don't have to put it on anything.
Oh.
Just spray it out of the Ready Whip can.
No.
Or scoop it out of the
Scoop.
Cool Whip.
Spray it because
Then you could suck it off toes.
Then, yes, you could do that.
wow, way to bring it back there,
Back to
Jason.
toes. Yeah, exactly.
So I got a
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip is good. But that's more of it's not a dessert, it's more of an accessory.
Yeah, but you know what? When I do get apple pie, I put a lot of Cool Whip on that. Mm-hmm. Just for the Cool Whip.
You don't put ice cream on it?
No. Well, yeah.
A la mode. If you're getting
You're
pie,
getting
you
a la
need to
mode.
get that a
Gotta
la
get the
mode.
mode.
We can all agree that pumpkin pie's off this list, right?
Why would we agree to that?
Oh, pumpkin pie is like mush.
I don't. No.
Pumpkin pie's good.
So yeah, but it's not for Rushmore worthy.
No.
You're eating the wrong
You're
pumpkin
not
pie then.
I could be, but there are variations.
Okay,
Sure.
so do your 4 because I got corner brownies is a good one.
Corner brownies,
I got cheesecake.
cheesecake's okay.
I got key lime pie.
Can we go with just gelato, ice cream, sherbet?
Yeah, we can do that.
We can put them all in one kind
Yeah.
of little bit.
It'll be a stone thing, so you can't really tell flavor or type.
So you can leave it
How
up
about
to
hot fudge
interpretation.
sundae? How about hot
That's right.
fudge sundae?
No.
No.
Malts? Those desserts?
I do like
I
chocolate
wouldn't.
malts.
I wouldn't.
I do love-
I love chocolate
I like
malts, but I don't
vanilla
know if
malts.
I'd consider them dessert.
I like
You
vanilla
know,
malts.
I'll tell you, I started a horrible tradition driving back from Columbus. I stop at a Dairy Queen and I get a Blizzard.
Sounds like a
You know, there's a
great
Dairy Queen
tradition.
by my house.
Yeah,
There is. Mm-hmm. I don't
And
know.
I've been switching between the chocolate fudge brownie Blizzard and the Snickerdoodle
Oh, this
Snickerdoodle cookie dough Blizzard.
Snickerdoodle I had a couple weeks ago. It's good, but it's a little too sweet. A little too sweet.
You know, I think I have only been in a Dairy Queen once in my life.
Really?
but the
just
drive through many times.
No, no. I mean, like the one Dairy Queen semi near where I grew up, then like dropped its franchise and just went independent.
Most profitable franchise.
And
Really?
so,
Dairy
like,
Queen.
like it was only one time when I was in college. There was a Dairy Queen in town, and we had to make a special trip because it wasn't that close.
You know what I forgot? What about ice cream cake? You guys like the ice cream cake?
Yeah, but it takes too long to get ready. You gotta defrost it.
No, it's not.
what if someone else is preparing
No, too much
it?
work.
No, I wouldn't.
I feel like you always get like a good piece, and then you take another bite, and it's like too cold. I don't like it. I'm out.
Yeah. Ice cream cake is trying to take two good things to put them together, and it doesn't.
How about limoncello?
So alcoholic beverages. is what you're
Alcoholic-
saying.
Yes, digestivos as desserts.
Okay, I'm just going to do a cake then.
I guess cake.
No, we got ice
A
cream.
lemon chiffon.
No, we're doing ice cream, corner brownies, cheesecake, and key lime pie as my picks. Key lime pie.
Key lime pie.
So good.
Oh, chocolate mousse.
Chocolate. Oh, yeah. I like chocolate mousse.
or a souffle, a sweet souffle.
Or just stick up a Snickers bar up
How about
there.
How about fried Twinkies?
No.
Oh, fried anything.
I knew that would get him.
Yeah.
Fried ice cream.
I like fried ice cream.
What about flan?
Oh God, no!
flan's okay?
I'd rather suck a toad than do that.
Oh, you're crazy.
You like flan with the
No,
the
it just
sugar
jiggles.
top-
It just
sugar on top?
So does Jello.
Jello.
So does pudding.
They're not on my list, are they?
Hold on. Well, everybody likes Jello, don't they?
It's okay.
Yeah, no.
Pudding pops. Pudding pops.
Pudding pops. Pudding pops are on the.
On the Rohypnol list.
Anyways, what else we got?
Moving on, listener reviews from Kevin at Cincy Explorer. Just saw The Lighthouse. Oh, yeah. Okay, 3 movies I want to see. Incredible performance, set design, and cinematography. Loved it being a black and white film, and the script was solid. The only reaction as the credits rolled was, what the fuck? I mean, WTF. I mean, I'm assuming he said the F word. 8.5 out of 10.
I think that meant where's the fudge?
Oh, that's right.
Fuzz.
Where's the
Fuzz.
flan?
Ooh, peanut butter fudge. Can I put that on our?
Where's the fudge?
Peanut butter pie.
Wait, hold on. Let's back up. Peanut butter fudge. I like peanut butter
That's
fudge.
candy.
If I go to a place that makes fudge, I get peanut butter.
Oh yeah, that's the best type of fudge.
Yeah. I can put it up there.
Cookies and cream isn't bad. Fudge. I may have to take key lime pie off and put the peanut butter pie.
Peanut butter pie.
I know
Chocolate
it's
peanut butter
definitely
pie.
not
Yeah.
up there either. It's saltwater taffy.
Oh God, no.
No.
Why do people go to the beach?
Your co-host, the
ocean?
Dit Man, loves that.
Saltwater taffy.
I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither.
What else we got?
Meow God. If you guys are a bunch of vampiric, supernatural in a way, what kind of suckers will you guys be? Toe sucker.
Oh.
Energy drainer, blood, sex, emotion, others.
Well, the sex one is probably a fun one.
Could be. But if I was a vampire, I'd want to be your classic blood-sucking vampire.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking sex, because why not?
Yeah, it would be fun.
It'd be pretty fun, but you could suck blood and still have sex.
It's true.
Yeah.
The energy drainer would be kind of awful because I don't want to go to a real job every day if I'm a
energy.
vampire.
He's so boring.
Jason would be the kind that glitters in the sun.
My cat got cancer. And we got
Emotional. No,
evicted.
that's the emotional vampire.
Oh, that's right.
She was the emotional vampire.
I can't wait till that
From what
show
we
comes
do-
back.
Yeah, from what we do.
What
in the,
we-
what was-
what we do in the
What
shadows.
we do in the shadows. Yeah.
Jeff is no longer Jeff.
Gregor.
Gregor.
Jeff is
Gregor.
such a stupid name.
Jeff. Jeff.
That's true. Now, the energy drainer vampire would be no fun either.
My cat died.
No, that's the
The emotional,
It's
sorry.
the emotional again.
Sorry,
Yes,
sorry.
Have you ever considered about these pens? These pens are... do you get the 8-point?
You know, the
Lead or
energy
the
drainer
10-point
is so
lead?
good because
I
he's
get a lot
so
of
different
these
than the other
pens.
three in
Yeah.
that house.
These pencils.
And he
these
can go
things.
out in the daylight.
Yeah.
I went out there and I got the wrong lead type. I had to go back and get the other side.
When did the energy trainer and the emotional trainer in the show went off on each other?
Yeah, they battle it out in the office.
Although when the energy trainer was at the
Council?
city council
City
meeting.
council. Yeah. What
It's like,
are zoning
we're leaving
laws?
now. No, I'm staying.
What are zoning laws?
I don't think I can stand. What else you got?
Wrapping it up, Professor Number One, Doctor Number One. Oh yeah, you forgot counting vampire.
Yeah, but then you'll be made of felt.
No, nothing wrong with that.
I don't think you're having sex if you're made of felt.
In honor of Carol, what's his name?
Spinney.
In honor of Carol Spinney. Yes, Meow God forgot counting vampire.
1 tire, 2 tires. I don't know why I picked tires.
How about
What are you counting tires for?
Because our latest sponsor, Tire Discounters. Tire discounters.
Oh, I thought it was Canadian Tires.
Canadian Tire discounters. They sponsor us.
Sure.
I thought he was counting his tire money.
That's right.
1 time money. 2 time. That's actually might be my best impression.
Nope.
No, I don't even know who you are.
Hello, I'm Count
Von Count.
Von Count. I'm Count Chocula. How about Count Chocula?
Oh,
I like that.
There you
if
go.
you're
It's
Count
cereal vampires.
Oh, cereal vampire. Hell yeah, that's pretty good too.
You know, sometimes I eat Count Chocula for dessert, so maybe that should be on our.
Oh,
Could be. Yeah.
that's a good one. I like the Count Chocula one.
Yeah, of course.
Damn, that's a tough one.
Ooh, hold on. Traditional
Chocolate
Count
vampire.
Chocula or the newer Count Choculas? You know, because there are very different iterations of Count
Yeah.
Chocula over the years.
Is the cereal the same? Because that's the
No,
important part.
It's
they've
sugar,
messed
so
up
yes.
with, well, it's all sugar. Yeah, all right.
chocolate sugar bowl.
Yeah, chocolate sugar. It's fine.
Chocolate
It's
sugar
the same
bowl.
thing.
All right, there you go.
Thanks, Professor Number One. I hope you like your answer.
There you go.
Let's do some.
Did we get the professional?
Just keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Transmission commencing.
This is Wookiee Radio, translated for the Wookiee impaired.
I like that Wookiee.
Your hosts, Ken, Derek, and Mike, bring you the latest news and commentary from the far reaches of the galaxy.
Hold it. Hold it. I said hold it.
Subscribe today on iTunes and Stitcher.
I just assumed it's a Wookiee.
Start listening today, and remember,
The Force will be with you, always.
It's time for a new installment of the news of the geek.
Quite possibly our favorite article of the week. Per IndieWire, Tom Holland's Spider-Man almost left the Marvel Cinematic Universe over the summer, when word got out that Disney and Sony were failing to come to terms on a new agreement to share the character, because Disney wanted like all the money in the world. So Holland, though, proved to be instrumental in bringing the two studios together to find common ground. During the actor's December 4th appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Holland told his side of the Disney-Sony split drama. He basically had a drunken phone call with Disney CEO Bob Iger that left Holland in tears. To quote, "We were at D23 and the news came out, and I was obviously devastated," Holland said. "It was awful. I asked if I could get Bob Iger's email because I just wanted to say thank you. This has been an amazing 5 years of my life. Thank you for changing my life in the best way, and I hope that we can work together in the future." I got his email. I sent him the email, and he responded very quickly, saying he wanted to jump on the phone and ask when I was free. You know, if Bob Iger's asking if you're free, you're free.
Yeah.
He said, so he continues, "So 2-3 days go by, and then my family and I went to the pub quiz in our local town. We were doing a quiz, and I'm 3 pints in." God, he's so British.
I was going to say, is
What's
he
wrong
old?
with going to the pub, having a quiz, and
Well,
being
see,
3 pints in?
I forgot. I was like, how old is he? Is he old enough to drink? And then I remember, oh, he's European.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Or I'm sorry, British.
Well, he still is. He's like 23 or 24.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you can drink when you're like 5.
So he gets a phone call from an unknown number, and I have a feeling I'm like, I think this is Bob Iger, but I'm drunk. A drunken Holland picked up the phone and wept to Iger over the possibility of his Spider-Man character being removed from the MCU because of the studio's disagreement. Quote, "I was really emotional because I felt like it was all coming to an end. And because of that, he is now back in the Marvel Universe."
You think that's what saved it?
I've heard this story from a couple different articles that it was instrumental. That after he found out, Bob Iger realized how much it meant to him, that they did go back to it. I think that did it, and then the accountants came to Bob Iger and said, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, exactly. I think it had more to do
We're
with that.
making money the way this is going, you know.
Yeah,
We
why
could
are you gonna
probably
ruin a good thing?
squeeze some more out of him, but not the whole kit and caboodle.
Even if you get-
we just need the kit part. They can keep the caboodle. I don't care.
We're still making couple hundred million. Just get it.
Couple hundred caboodles.
Disney is going, I think, to their 10th film this year that will make $1 billion.
in this year,
Yeah,
or 10 films in 1 year.
I'll double check that.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, we haven't even hit the Christmas releases.
Yeah, Frozen 2 is about ready to hit it. That's why. We'll get to that in a second. Let's see here. Quickies. Per the hashtag show, while speaking to Screen Rant, star Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was asked about the possibility of his character of Black Adam throwing hands with Shazam And while that actor hinted that the face-off was being saved for a later adventure, he did confirm that the movie would introduce the world to the Justice Society of America.
Ooh.
Incorporated.
I would watch. I would watch Black Adam just because of The Rock. I think.
Oh, Black Adam's a more intriguing character to me than Shazam is.
Shazam! Barney Fife. As for which specific,
Go for Pile.
whatever. As for which specific Justice Society members will feature, a separate report from that hashtag show claims that Hawkman, Atom Smasher, who the fuck's Atom Smasher?
A real big, strong guy who punches things.
And Stargirl will appear. Apparently, the studio is currently searching for an actor between 30 to 39 to play Carter Hall, a.k.a. Hawkman, with an emphasis on landing someone the audience can believe could go toe-to-toe with the Brahma Bull. They seem to be casting younger, 20 to 29, for the other two. So does that mean Hawkman's going to be the good guy in this against Black Adam? Or is Black Adam a bad guy? I'm confused.
I don't know. But Black Adam isn't necessarily a hero. He's, I suppose, an anti-hero.
Yeah.
At least when he's done in the right way, where he's got his mission and what he stands for. Might not necessarily go with what the heroes think, but, you know, he's not doing it for, you know, evil purposes. He's doing it for what he thinks is the betterment.
I got an idea for the Black Adam film. I'm going to trademark this. Reshoot Shazam, the movie, with Black Adam and make everything darker. Scenes and everything. You can get rid of the family. He just has, like, evil minions.
So just
instead of going into this...
just do, what, shot-for-shot remake?
Close.
But with Black
Close.
Adam
Yes.
instead of Shazam?
And, you know, he goes into the convenience store, the guys shoot him, he kills them instead of just throwing them through a window. I think you can make it work. He's pretty much the opposite of Shazam. So, does anyone care about Black Adam?
No.
Jeff, you?
I'll watch the movie, but...
I'll watch it when it comes on DirecTV.
Okay.
HBO.
So there you go.
Or I may go to the cinema when I'm bored, but you've seen how effective
How many
I'm at
movies you
going
got
to
left?
See good movies at the theater.
We got 6 movies left you guys see this week?
Yeah.
Let's see here. And that's about it. We'll get to the other one next week, the Eye of Mordor. We'll get to that.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool story.
It is. It's a little bit longer, so we'll do it next week. And Jeff, what are you doing September 10th through the 13th? 11th through the 13th.
Maybe I'll be there on the 10th, too.
Yeah, 11th through the 13th of 2020.
I'll be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
I will be, too, at the Duke Energy Convention Center. Come on down, see Hobie, play some trivia. Rumor has it Tom Holland's going to be there. Can't confirm that.
It's a very unconfirmed rumor.
You know, maybe if we call him up in a drunken stupor and start crying.
I was 3 pods to the wind. Shazam!
You'd be drunk and cry to him. Maybe he'll show up.
Sorry, I'm Tom Holland.
So listen up for potential announcements as who may actually be there and when tickets go on sale.
In January, the VIP tickets go on sale for the whole weekend. Good deal. Very good deal.
Very good deal. If you want to go, jump on those VIP tickets.
Yes.
Don't we still need Andrew to come on for a post-expo wrap-up?
Andrew has told me that
episode?
after the expo, Andrew told me after the expo from September through December, he just goes into hibernation mode and doesn't want to talk about anything with the expo because he's so exhausted for the first 9 months of the year.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
No.
I don't blame him. At one point, I saw his phone a couple weeks ago, and it had 109 unread text messages.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, you might want to read those just a little bit.
At some point in time.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, they did such a great job of bringing all the characters in from, like, The Boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which reminds me, The Boys trailer season 2 dropped. We didn't talk about that. did
Well,
we?
here's the funny thing. So it unofficially dropped, and then Amazon said, you're not supposed to be looking at that. And then they re-released it 2 days later. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Well, maybe they realized something was in there they didn't want. Maybe it
Maybe.
was the wrong cut that got released.
All I'm saying is it looks freaking bloody. It is a violent.
Did they get bloody? I mean, it's not like they
The
were
trailer
bloody
was
in the
pretty
first
bloody.
season.
I think they said, who's the fast guy?
A-Train.
Yeah, he's in a coma. But yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, but what does what's his name?
Homestar Runner?
No, the Scotty from Star Trek reboot.
Simon Pegg.
The
No.
dad?
No, not
Simon Pegg played.
Bones. I meant Bones. Doctor.
Carl Urban.
Yes.
Carl Urban.
Yes.
So what? Yeah. So where's he go now? Now he knows his wife is still alive.
I
After
don't
he
know.
slept with the evil Mr. America dude.
Homelander.
Homelander.
Homestar.
Yeah.
Runner.
What's his drive? What's his drive now? What's his motivation?
I don't
think
know.
we'll find out.
I'm excited about it, though.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. I still say my favorite guy is Frenchie. I like him. I like
he's
him a
pretty-
lot.
Yeah.
Mother's Milk is
he's
funny, too.
entertaining.
Mother's
Yeah.
Milk is funny. But yeah, I like Frenchie. The one I don't like is the new guy, the new recruit.
The young guy whose
Oh,
girlfriend was killed by
I was gonna say
A-Train.
it's
Yeah.
Not Howie.
That guy. Yeah.
Ziggy. Anyways, we're going with Ziggy.
Huey.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of him.
You know, that's Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan's son.
We talked about this
What?
before. I didn't know that. I still forgot.
Oh wow. Cool.
So Dennis Quaid is getting married to. He's 67,
yeah, I think she's like what, 16 or something.
29,
She got parents' permission.
29. She's 29, and he said
Can I
that
marry your daughter? Are you rich? Yeah.
He
go
was
ahead.
quoted-
Dennis Quaid.
in the paper a couple days ago. I was laughing about this.
He's still a good-looking guy for his
is.
age. He's fit.
He said that this is the one. He's been married 3 other times. But this is the one.
I swear.
And people make fun of us, but they really don't know us and what we get to. We really connect.
Sure.
What do you connect with?
Well,
Generational gaps.
but at what
Remember
time,
when Leave It to Beaver was on, honey?
At what age does age not really matter? I mean, because I could see like someone just out of college is.
She connected with his bank account.
Well, yeah.
I just like the 3. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Well, the other 3 weren't, so you're probably going to.
Well, see, but the thing is, they got a lot in common. Like the stuff she watched when she was growing up, he watched with his kids while they were growing up.
Or he's actually in
his
it.
grandkids.
The stuff she watched
Which is
growing up, he was in
grandkids.
it.
Remember The Rookie? I was in that.
Let me tell you about this movie Hoosier I was in. Hoosier. No, wait, not Hoosiers. Breaking Away.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Hoosiers. I was like, wait a minute.
Hoosiers. He wasn't in Hoosiers.
Yeah, she's.
Well, you know what? She's young enough.
way
She
too
probably
young.
doesn't know.
She's way too young to have seen Breaking Away.
Well, he's like, this is the one for me. I can tell this is the one. It's like, well, no offense, you're going to be dead in 20 years, so 15
Yeah.
years. So this is
Well,
probably
this
the
is
one.
the one because he knows about how long his relationships last, and he assumes he'll be dead before this one's over.
I got to make it 14 years.
Before the divorce.
So he's getting
He'll
tickets
be
at Since
dead
I
before the divorce. Before the prenup takes effect, he's going to be dead.
So get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com in January.
Coming this year, Dennis Quaid.
Hopefully, that'd be awesome. Randy Quaid will be there, not as a guest. He'll just be there.
Well, that's if Border and Border
Patrol
Patrol
lets them in.
lets them past.
Let's do some box office bombs.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
All right. Well, as Jason teased earlier, the bombs start with the film Playmobil.
I can't wait.
A truly abysmal start as the animated film was blasted with poor reviews, 19% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a low audience interest to bring in just $670,000
On
in 2,337 theaters.
that is an average of. Sorry, go ahead. I'll get the news.
It is the third worst start for a film that has been released in over 2,000 theaters ever. Only behind the Oogie Loves in The Big Balloon Adventure in 2012 and 2008's animated disaster Delgo. I remember Delgo.
You remember Delgo?
Oh.
This next one should not count.
Saw's 10th anniversary re-release did 650,000, but it's not comparable because it was it wasn't a new film. It's doing okay overseas. Ooh, it made 13.1 million worldwide,
It came out 2 weeks ago overseas.
but with a $40 million budget, this is going to be a bad flop.
So that's $287 per theater. It made.
Oh, 2.8. You should get that for a showing, not for the entire weekend.
It's like
in the
20
theater.
people an entire weekend, right?
How
For
many
one theater?
theaters dropped it before Sunday?
Just to let you know, Frozen 2 this weekend made $7,974 per theater.
Frozen 2 made more per theater than that made overall. Is that what you're saying? No.
Joker, which has been out for 10 weekends, was made $1,088 per theater this weekend. Let's see here. Charlie's Angels was at $306 per theater.
Ooh, Charlie's Angels is still out?
Yeah.
I might have to see that before it leaves.
Let's see here. It's number 4 on worst wide openings. Just ahead of Gem and the Holograms.
All right, so worse than Gem, better than Delgo.
Couple of reasons. This is from Cinema Blend. No one knew this movie existed.
Yeah, the only reason I knew it existed is because we talked about it last week.
Yes. Let's see here.
The pro Lego block protested it.
It
Yes.
needed good buzz to survive, and it had none.
Block is in group.
Only 48 critics reviewed it on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, but somebody gave it a good score because it got
True.
a 19%.
It has a B+ on Cinema Score. That doesn't count. 5 people saw it, so it has a 4.5 out of 10 rating from IMDb of users.
Well, that's almost halfway there.
Yeah, we're halfway there. The problem was it was supposed to come out in 2017, and it didn't test well, so they had to rewrite it and redo it. So that was not good. Daniel Radcliffe is one of the voices in it.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that.
They said the animation looks like a home release movie. That's never good. Let's see. So, yeah, they said that after it's been out, I think, 2 weeks overseas, and the $13 million is total, and I believe that's even with China already.
Ooh.
So they said...
Does China get Playmobil toys?
I have no idea.
Are they made in China?
Sure. But my thing is, like, Lego, kids still play Legos. And I know that they have Playmobiles out, but no kids play with Playmobiles. Like, you don't see it that often. So, but yeah. So
The kids whose parents can't afford Legos play Playmobil.
I don't know, Playmobil is pretty fucking expensive.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Then never mind.
Playmobil is expensive as shit. But yeah.
Not as expensive as Legos, though.
No, Legos are expensive as shit, too. My son liked a Minecraft Lego set, and it was basically just like blocks from Legos. Like, there was no real base that you put together. I looked at him and I was like, it's just Lego blocks with Minecraft slapped on it and an extra $30 price tag. No, we're not getting those. Get a base or something. So yeah, but yeah, Playmobil, I was shocked by this. I remember seeing the trailer a couple months ago, and then I never saw a trailer again. So, and it looked bad. It looked so bad. So there you go. What else we got?
The top 5 for this week, December 6th through December 8th of 2019, Frozen 2 made $35 million, a total of $338 million on a $150 million budget.
$914 million worldwide.
So it will hit $1 billion by at least Christmas week.
Yes.
Number 2, Knives Out made $14 million, a total of $63.5 million on a $40 million budget. As I said, I would recommend the movie, especially if you like whodunits with dark comedy. Ford v Ferrari made $6.5 million, a total of $91 million on a $97 million budget. Blake still wants to add his money to the pool.
Correct.
Queen and Slim, hey, they moved up because they were number 5 last week.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by this.
$6.5 million for a total of $27 million on a $20 million budget.
Good job.
And, excuse me, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood made another $5 million, total of $43 million on a $25 million budget. $25 million budget, and how much do you think Tom Hanks got?
5.
That's it?
He's not much. He really isn't.
Wow.
5. I would say maybe.
He's like the one actor I would say people go to the theater to watch.
Mm-hmm. My thing with Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, it's a film, but it doesn't feel like there's going to be any conflict in it. Like, yep, he's a nice guy. That's it. That's
He's a nice guy, but he has conflict with the people who aren't nice guys
And then he kicks their ass on a subway train.
He shows you how being a nice guy can beat the bad guy.
True story behind the scenes.
He pulls out Magnum. What the hell? It's actually a gritty look at his real life. He was banging women everywhere. He was leaving.
No. You're confusing with Bill Cosby again.
Oh, my bad.
It's a different make-believe father.
I apologize for the Disney comment earlier. It wasn't 10 films. They were making $10 billion this year at the box office.
Okay.
Well, it is kind of interesting. What a lull right now in the theater world. Because if you look at these top 5 films that you just talked about, Frozen 2, of course, $338 million. All the other ones on this list, the next 4, haven't even topped $100 million.
No, but you know what? Like, if you look at Knives Out...
I remember when $100 million was, like, a huge thing, not the bottom mark of... But you also have to look at a budget. When you spend $20 million to make a film, you don't need to make $300 million.
But the thing is, though, look at the top 5. Knives Out, Ford versus Ferrari have stayed around for week after week. Joker was staying around for a long time. Yeah. So I think if you don't have like the major one like Frozen 2, I think you do have the films staying around longer than they did even 3-4 years ago. I feel like, but it also could be lack of quality coming out too. I mean, when you're playing against Playmobil, I think you're okay.
Yeah, like
Playmobil.
All these other movies added up, might make Frozen's budget, but they all are actually bringing in money.
Quick math, they barely break is about $180 million. Yeah, exactly.
The 5 Disney movies that will break $1 billion this year for Disney.
5, okay.
Toy Story 4.
Yep.
Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Avengers Endgame.
Yep.
And The Lion King, and then Frozen 2.
Lion King broke $1 billion.
Unfortunately, yes.
Why, people?
It's horrible.
You're just encouraging them.
Stop it.
If you want ants, that's how you get ants.
What else we got?
Upcoming, opening December 13th, we have Jumanji, The Next Level.
I'm intrigued by this.
Still need to see the first one.
My wife.
You think I can watch the second one without watching the first one?
In all honesty, I think it would be better if you did watch the first one because there's a couple of funny things with it.
I mean, because I have had a good streak of I watched.
You mean the Robin Williams one?
No, God, no.
Stop it. Robin Williams is a good one.
No, see, when I said kids like stupid things, people who were kids when that movie came out liked stupid things. But no, I had a good movie of I saw The Princess Diaries 2 without seeing The Princess Diaries. I saw Miss Congeniality 2,
I saw that with
Fabulous
you.
Without seeing the first Miss Congeniality.
We were really lost.
There's a couple other ones where I didn't see the first movie, but was required.
Friday
the
13th 2 without seeing the first one.
No, I saw the first one. No, Friday the 13th 3 was the first one.
You saw Jason X without seeing the other ones.
I did see Jason X without seeing
total loss
Jason
what's
Takes
going on.
Manhattan. You're
Is
right.
he in space? Is this connected? Just wanted his machete back.
Also coming out, Richard Jewell.
I'm intrigued by this.
I remember the whole story.
So the life of Richard Jewell?
It's about the Atlanta Olympic bombing and how he was basically...
He was crucified as being the bomber when he wasn't.
Yeah, that's right.
It looks good. And
I thought this was the comedian. What's his name? Jewell.
Richard Jenny?
Yeah, Richard Jenny. That was autobiography. I was like, really? They made a movie about
Get
him?
out.
Okay, sorry.
Black Christmas.
Hold on
I
a
gave
second.
you my heart.
Richard Jewell's when legitimate news destroyed a man's life?
Yes.
When he's
Yes.
innocent?
What-
Okay.
And
well,
the FBI.
the legitimate news. They're like, oh. Yeah, okay, well, see the movie if you want to know the story.
Oh, he likes pornography. It was on his computer. He must be guilty.
Well, the fact that he shouldn't even been looking at his computer to begin
Correct.
with. But he was a lonely type guy who had a dream of being in the police force. They're like, oh, he fits the profile, so we gotta. And they had no physical evidence, and they crucified him, and turned out to be wrong.
Black Christmas. I gave you my heart.
Is this a horror movie?
Yeah.
Is this a remake of the? Okay.
This time, though, it's not just one person doing it. It's a whole fraternity is going around killing people at the colleges, so the sorority fights back.
Yeah, I thought they. Yeah.
Oh, so it's a
guys
true
killing
story.
sorority girls or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
True story.
It's sorority girls too. Harlan Williams is in it. Where's my giant?
You don't have to see the first movie.
I don't have to see the first one.
yeah. You don't have to see the first one.
We've got Bombshell. This is the one about the Fox News and the...
Fox News, the Foxy News chicks.
Charlize Theron looks like Megyn Kelly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by that. That could be
Yeah,
good.
it was a trailer for when we went to see Knives Out, and the trailer made me kind of want to see the movie.
Yeah.
And something called Uncut Gems.
A charismatic jeweler makes a high-stakes bet that could lead to the windfall of a lifetime. In a precious high-wire act, he must balance business, family, and adversaries on all sides in pursuit of the ultimate win. Let's see. Screenplay by Josh Safdie. This is the Adam Sandler one that he's getting Oscar buzz about.
Oh.
Adina Menzel. Lakelith Stanfield. Kevin Garnett as Kevin Garnett. Wait a minute, the basketball player?
That's what I was assuming you're talking about. Kevin Garnett.
He's playing himself? What?
And Julia Fox. Seriously? Kevin Garnett?
Is it because he's named Garnett after the gem?
Yeah, I
Garnett?
think it is.
You know what?
You got to get famous people with gems in their names.
Yeah.
You know, it's Christmas
Oprah
coming
Winfrey. Oh.
up. We haven't seen many God's Not Dead yet. Like number 4 or something come out yet.
That's fine. We don't need to.
I'm just saying, Kevin Sorbo is kind of lacking on that area.
What would happen if Kevin Sorbo and Kirk Cameron were in a movie together?
So I think it's like a Christian Avengers.
Oh.
So
Should I get Willie Ames to join?
get Willie Ames, LaDainian Tomlinson, because he's in those movies.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
As himself?
No, in the last one, he was a preacher in God's Not Dead. So as his,
I remember when Gene Simmons played a preacher. Should we
No.
get him?
And then Robin Givens is in a lot of them. So that's your Christian Avengers. Trademark it. Trademark it.
Trademark. Christian Avengers trademarked.
There you go.
Who do they take down?
Satan?
Of course. Gosh, yeah, Satan, of course. Gosh.
CNN.
Beelzebub, the Prince of Darkness, the Lord of the Flies.
We're going after you, Wolf Blitzer. How dare you?
Going after you, Bernie Sanders. Sorry. Down the hall.
Down the hall. Out the door and down the hall.
All right. Buy, sell.
No.
Stock in the careers of Hollywood actors and actresses. We only have one going this week. Anya Taylor-Joy, who was in Playmobil, a voice in Playmobil.
You didn't even list her for the movies that she was in. I still don't know these movies.
Well, these are the upcoming movies. Anya Taylor-Joy, currently trading for $42.14.
It's pretty high, isn't it?
Has coming up Wheezy Bat.
Oh, sounds good.
Wheatsy.
Is that
Wheatsy. Oh, there's a T in there.
Is that about the Bat Child in the news?
Yes, Bat Boy.
Bat Boy. Okay.
No, I have no clue what Wheatsy Bat is about.
Nope.
Radioactive.
Radioactive.
Yeah, that's about the Imagine Dragons song.
They're making a Richard
Nosferatu.
Jetty documentary, so I guess you could make an Imagine Dragons. What's the other one?
Nosferatu.
Okay.
Do I have to see
Is that
the
a
first
remake?
one? I'm assuming.
No, they're just re-releasing the new one and putting her in it.
She's just dubbing over the voice.
CGI, they're putting her in. CGI. All right. I could buy
Tupac's in it, too.
that.
And The Northman.
Never attacked the Northman.
She's got those coming out, and she's trading for just over $42. Are you buy or selling?
I'll sell.
Can someone remind me where I know Anna Taylor-Joy from?
Playmobil.
Other than Playmobil?
Other than
a
Playmobil.
voice in Playmobil?
Wheatsy Bat.
No.
See, at 42.14, I would think I should know who this is. The name strikes like I've heard it before.
I will Google.
Would
Oh,
you
wait.
like to know what Wheatsy Bat is about?
I'm going to Google her.
It's a 1989
look
book.
her up.
1980. You look up the actress. I'll tell you the movie. It's the book follows the adventures of the character Wheatsy and her best friend Dirk, as well as their friends and relations.
And their bats.
After being granted 3 wishes by a genie, well, this guy took a turn.
Oh, you'll recognize her when
Wheatsy
you see
discovers
her.
there are unexpected ramifications. There you go.
She was in The Witch.
The story is set in an almost dreamlike
Split and Glass.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you what Weezy Bat's about.
Yeah, you.
Oh, she's going to be in the New
Yeah.
Mutants. If the New Mutants.
No, that's
ever
not
comes out. Oh, it's got a 2020 release date now.
Yeah, you recognize her. As soon as you see her, you recognize
Well, then
her.
why didn't you say the New Mutants?
Because these are movies that probably will be released.
That's right, from Glass. I recognize her definitely from Glass.
The story is set in an almost dreamlike heightened version of Los Angeles, referred to as Shangri-La.
Shangri-La?
Yeah. Indefinite time period evoking the 1980s punk craze and the sophisticated glamour of the 1950s Hollywood.
She's also in the...
It talks about blended families, premarital sex, homosexuality, and AIDS.
Thank you.
I just want to tell you that's what
She's also, I suppose, a voice in The Dark Crystal. She was in Peaky Blinders.
I'm buying her. I'm buying her stock.
Yeah, oh, definitely. She's going to be in the New Mutants.
Yeah. I forgot she's attractive, too. She's hot. I like her.
Horror fans worried about the upcoming Nosferatu remake can breathe a sigh of relief. The Witch director, Robert Eggers, is directing it, and his breakout star from The Witch, Anya Taylor-Joy, is in it. So there you go.
Yeah. All right. I'm buying.
Yep.
We're buying.
Yeah. Buying.
I'll buy. Let's do some top 5. Top 5 this week is top 5 favorite chase scenes in films.
I'm going to get you.
Doesn't have to be car chases.
Just someone chasing someone else.
Yeah, I
And
thought
pod races don't count.
Yeah, here I thought I was going to be ingenious by including non-car chases. But apparently we're all on the same wavelength.
I will say
most of mine are car.
Oh, okay.
I will say that after I was looking at the listeners, I was like, damn it, there's a lot I forgot. So I didn't change it. I kept it, my initial list. It's kind of like the draft day. I'm going to lose anyways. So numbers 5 for me is the whole movie of Gone in 60 Seconds. The Nicolas Cage film.
The entirety of the movie, or is there
There's a
one?
lot of... The ending chase scene is fun, too. But, Eleanor... but I really do enjoy that film. It's not good.
No, it is, I will say, one of the few Nick Cage films that I can watch.
Delroy Lindo's in it.
Well, Delroy Lindo's great, but...
Giovanni Ribisi, Angelina Jolie. I mean, that's some big names. But it is not a good film, but it is fun to watch. And I don't even like cars, but I love the chase scenes in it, especially then when he ramps it and gets onto the dock.
Yeah, and the car that he was trying to steal because they can sell...
Yes.
Lands without being damaged at all.
Well, it does sputter a little bit.
A little bit of sparks from
Yes.
the undercarriage.
So yeah, I really enjoy that movie for the chase. Blake, what's your top number 5?
So my number 5 was actually from Hot Fuzz, where Simon Pegg and Foster chased down the shoplifter.
Is that the one where he's jumping over
Yeah,
fences?
it's Michael Bay inspired chase scene, and also from another one on my list.
Okay.
Yeah, jumping over the fences, and then
Nick-
Foster
Nick Frost can't.
tries to jump and runs through the fence.
That's a good one. I forgot about that.
And then at the very end, he's running by. See, while he's running, he runs into things like he's like all the mothers with baby carriages, the goose that's been missing, vandals with spray paint. He actually grabs the spray paint can, and that's how he gets the guy. He like throws a bomb and hits him on the head, and knocks him out.
I was not a big Hot Fuzz fan.
Yeah, it was
Of all the films that that trilogy, I'm not a big fan of that one.
Yeah.
But that chase scene is funny. I will give you that.
I like it. Thank you.
Jeff?
My number 5, I have Team America World Police, where they're... he goes undercover, and we'll follow you, and then they miss they're like, when you're ready, just give us the sign. So he's giving the sign.
And he's just
and
throwing
they're
his
like,
hands up.
yeah, he's throwing his hands up, and then he's giving the sign, and they're chasing behind, and it's like, wait, that guy, it looks like he's getting our attention because he's undercover and they don't recognize him, and they're like, what's he doing? And he's like, it's me, and they're like, is he saying kiss me? Blow him up.
Yeah, that's funny.
So yeah, I put Team America World Police.
Number 4?
My number 4 is The Incredibles.
Which one?
When they're chasing the big giant thing at the end.
Okay. The other one you could have done is the giant robot on the island with the whole family.
Okay,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Every
too.
chase scene in
Every chase scene in The Incredibles.
in the Incredibles. But
It's a really well done show.
Talking about maximum hobbying that shit.
yeah, Maximum Hobie that shit. Every chase scene in every Pixar movie.
There you go.
Did you saw the second one, right?
Yeah,
Did you like it?
it was okay.
Yeah.
It didn't live up to the first one.
Yeah, it was. I agree with you.
B minus.
Yeah. Blake, number 4.
Speaking of hobbying that shit, my number 4 actually involves the same actor in 2 different movies, playing actually pretty similar roles with directors and producers. Who is it? It's not Fast and Furious.
Nicolas Cage.
No, Harrison Ford. The chase scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark in the very beginning. And then,
The very beginning.
Yes, in the very beginning.
When he's being chased by a boulder.
Yes, and the whole boulder and the natives and
Yeah.
one of the famous things is he's running down there. He's like, "Start the plane, start the plane." The guys, and then
And then he has the snake in the plane.
yes, and then finally Star Wars where he starts chasing the stormtroopers. Ah! Yeah, and then all of a sudden, then the doors open. There's like dozens of stormtroopers. He turns around, he's like, "Ah!"
One of my favorite scenes
Then he's getting chased.
in all the Star Wars films is just the simple when he's a stormtrooper and he's on the microphone and they're like, "Hi, how are you over there? Everything's good.
Everything's fine here. How are you doing?
It's just a simple little thing. It's just hilarious.
Yes, it is. It is hilarious. Like, who is this? Who is this?
And then he shoots it.
Yeah, he's like,
Bam.
shoots it, blows it up.
You know what he says? "Fuck you."
That's right.
Number 4 is a very bad film, but I put it on here because of the amazing crap that they threw. Michael Bay's The Rock. The chase scene through San Francisco, the lady in the baby carriage, the trolley that gets off the track. They get water bottles, a fruit stand. And every time I watch it, I go, "This is fucking ridiculous, this chase scene. You just blew up $1 billion in San Francisco, but it's okay. We're fine. Don't worry about it." So that is quite possibly one of my favorite chase scenes just because of the ridiculousness of it.
So, how do you think the insurance company would react to having to...
Well, it's a government... Okay, not that I'm in insurance, but if I was. So let me explain. So
We're speaking hypothetically.
yeah, it could be one of 2 different ways here. It could be denied, any of the damage that the Nicolas Cage did, because it's a government action, and that's not always covered. It depends on the policy. Read your policy, kids. Or number 2, you could say it's a terrorist act. Because Sean Connery was a criminal.
Yeah.
It could be a terrorist act that you're going through the town because you could relate it back to the nuclear or the missiles that are on Alcatraz that have like terrorists. Yep. So you could technically.
So there's 2 different ways that the insurance company can deny your claim.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, not saying that they would, but read your policy. Also,
especially like you said in San Francisco, where everything is 18 times more expensive than the rest of the world.
Also, if you have a homeowner's homeowner's policy, make sure you get the endorsement for a sewer backup, sewer endorsement. It's well worth it.
Yeah, I do have a question. All those homeless in San Francisco, could they file claims for losing their home?
They have to prove that they have a house.
Well, they're living there.
No, it has to be a building.
It's a structure.
It depends on their...
Lots of structures.
It's got to be a dwelling that they own.
What about bridge underpasses?
Nope, because that's government owned.
God damn it.
Welcome to
trying.
Insurance Talk. How you doing? Insurance Talk with Jason.
That was your 4?
That was my number 4. My number 3?
Woo, doggy. Let's talk more about insurance.
Sewer endorsement, kids. It's not much, and it's well worth it. The Dark Knight.
That was a good one.
Joker shooting the missile, flipping the truck.
The truck flipping,
Yep.
that was nice.
Yeah, that's right.
I love that scene. The motorcycle comes out. Batman's motorcycle comes out.
That just missed my list.
I really like that
Honorable mention.
Anytime I can put Dark Knight on there.
Zooming in between the light post with the cable.
Correct.
Is that one? Yeah.
What you got?
Where are we? Number 3?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. It's number 3. Epic chase scene ends in a horrible death In the Mines of Moria, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that was my number one.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
No, because there's no trees, walking trees in it, Jason.
Oh,
yeah, I know,
this is
I know
before
you're
the
lying.
trees,
That
Jay.
tree,
You're
that
lying.
tree chase was amazing.
Fly, you fools.
Yeah, exactly. That's it's when they're running through there and like and then the Balrog comes out and they're running
Did
across.
you say the Bow Wow came
the
out?
Balrog.
Bow wow wow, yippee yo,
Bow
yippee
wow.
yay.
I was reading something in the comic or something. They're like, all right, Gandalf. He's just like, well, how do we know Gandalf is really that tough? Because like they made like Gandalf as a D&D character.
Yeah.
And it's like he's got spells that like talk to insects. And, like,
all he has is a light spell.
yeah, make fireworks. And it's like, but Gandalf's supposed to be tough. And like, well, did you remember him doing anything tough in the books? It's like, he defeated a Balrog. I'm like, oh yeah. How do we know a Balrog's is tough to beat? Well, Gandalf. Oh, son of a bitch! Gandalf fooled us into thinking he was powerful.
Yeah, that's right.
My number 3. Forgot where we were.
We're getting excited. Lord of the Rings talk there.
My number 3,
D&D.
terrible movie, but
great
one
choice.
redeeming scene, and that would be The Matrix Reloaded.
Oh, the second one
Yeah, the second one, the freeway chase scene.
with the twins.
Yeah, the Ghost Twins.
That is a good one.
And the Keymaster, or whatever they called him, and all that.
Cool.
And they built an entire freeway set in the middle of the desert and I suppose they think they still use that for movies.
Do they?
Because if you need to do a big freeway scene, you might as well.
It's a smart move.
It was a great move. You can rent it out to other movies and pay for itself eventually.
What's your number 2?
My number 2, I have The Bourne Identity, the chase through Paris.
It's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one.
I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that movie, and that chase was what really solidified it.
Number 2 for you, Blake.
Number 2, I alluded to it earlier in my list. Now, we were off the air, off recording when Jeff brought up difference between races and chases. Although this is a race that includes a chase. It's Ferris Bueller's Day Off because he is running to get home. His sister is chasing after him, but he's also racing against his dad.
He's trying to get home before his dad, but his sister's trying to catch him.
Exactly.
And trying to get away from the alleged pedophile principal, too. That's a scary one.
That too. And, and Simon Pegg with the fences give a little homage to it because you can hear a little when he jumps over the fences, So, so that's my number 2.
That's a good one.
There you go.
Number 2 for me is Raiders of the Lost Ark, the 9-minute chase scene. And then when they crash the Rolls Royce into the sand and all that. That whole scene is awesome.
That's the when he's on the truck
yes,
scene
yes.
and going under the truck. And
Yeah, it's the truck, and then they jump onto the Rolls Royce and all that
Well,
stuff.
that's true. That is a good chase scene. Yeah. That's true.
9 minutes of awesomeness.
I was thinking, why didn't I think of that? I was thinking, I got fixated on the first scene.
Well, there's another one that...
But there is the famous, he's doing that famous, with the whip being dragged with the truck, and chasing down the ark.
He gets shot in the arm.
I mean, there was the chase when he was chasing after people trying to kidnap Marion in a different part, and then has to come against the swordsman.
Yeah.
I love that.
True. Yeah, when they do the switcheroo with the baskets.
Yeah.
And when they're going through the jungle in the last movie.
When Shia LaBeouf is swinging from snake to snake.
Oh, Shia LaDouche.
You had a good.
I tied that, though. I tied that.
All right.
With, I hobied it, with The Italian Job. I love a good bank or theft movie.
You're talking the remake?
Yeah, the remake. Sorry, with Mark
3 or whatever.
2004.
2004.
Yeah. I had Mark Wahlberg, Charlize Theron, Edward Norton.
Mos Def.
Norton only did it because he was contractually obligated to do it with another studio.
Mos Def or Mos Def?
Moss.
If it was Star Wars, it'd be Mos Def.
No, it'd be Mos, because it's Mos Eisley.
That was Moss.
That was Moss Island.
I don't know.
Anyways, moving on. So, yeah.
If it was Moss, it'd have 2 S's.
No. Anyway, not in my world. But I really like that scene. I like that movie, but the ending is awesome. I always like, the good heist movies where you build up the whole way. Ocean's 11, not 12 and 13 though. So that's my number 2. My number 1 You could pretty much pick anything in this one, any of the chase scenes. The Fugitive with Harrison Ford. When Tommy Lee Jones is chasing him through the sewers.
I thought you meant the entire movie was because it was
Well,
pretty
he
much
does
a chase
and
scene.
even at the end when he finds the murderer. But the
entire
chasing,
movie's a chase.
when he's off the train and just Tommy Lee Jones, I want every hen house, dog house, all that shit. And then when he's chasing him through the sewers and he's like, I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. I love The Fugitive. It's probably my top 5 favorite movies.
Yeah, it's a whole movie about a chase.
Yeah. So I'm going Fugitive.
And Harrison Ford again.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford is good in those chases.
Yeah.
He is pretty good. There is one actor that I'm leaving for the honorable mentions.
Okay.
But I thought about I would do it for my number one. Or I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You're number 1. Go
I
ahead.
thought I was going to do it for my number one, but no, I really want to leave this chase scene because I think it's pretty epic. And basically, it's 106 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it. Think about how many people are chasing them at the very end. Oh, yes.
Number 1?
My number one
Holy
also.
shit,
The
buddy.
Blues Brothers.
Yep.
Think about how many people are chasing at the end. You got Indiana Nazis.
Illinois.
Illinois
Nazis.
Nazis.
I hate Illinois
The
Nazis.
National Guard. Princess Leia.
Bob's Country Bunker.
Country bunker.
Wasn't it in the beginning where it's like, this place has everything? When they're going through the mall?
No, this is part of the chase.
Was that the end?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
part
I couldn't
two.
remember if that
It's
was
through
at
the mall. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. It's
Oh,
through
look, baby clothes. Pier 1 Import.
You're right. This place has everything.
It's the only chase scene that involves an elevator.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And that was yours too, Jeff?
That was mine, too.
You know why? Because great mind things alike.
Honorable mention for me was Terminator 2, the chase scene on the highway.
I
Was
had
that
the
the
T2.
motorcycle?
I had the T2 on there, yes.
The problem with that was Edward Furlong's character lived.
Yeah. I had Road Warrior. Then you want to talk about a long chase scene, for a tank of gas.
Everybody said Mad Max
gas.
Fury Road, but I've never seen it. So
Yeah.
Seen Mad Max Fury
I
Road.
haven't seen Fury Road yet.
It's
Furry Road.
Furry Road. It's like Road Warrior, except it's newer. And it has Charlize Theron.
That's the
Tom
big
Hardy. You wouldn't know it because you don't know who he
You
is.
wouldn't know it because you wouldn't recognize him. But here's one.
Yeah.
I almost went with this was number one, but just because I like the Blues Brothers so much. It was actually basically any Tom Cruise running movie.
Oh.
Cocktail. Is he
Any
running?
of them. Yeah, any of them.
Mission Impossible 3. Tom Cruise running.
Mission Impossible 4.
Tom Cruise running. 3 was the one there where he really showed his running.
That's right.
Running arms.
That's right.
We had some listener feedback on this one.
We had a lot of listener feedback.
Yeah, we did. Mark Bogner from Tangent Bound Network, which we're on. Tangent Bound. He had, it doesn't look like it's in any order, but we're going with Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, the Mine Chase. That's a good one.
Well, hold on. It's in Temple of Doom.
I still like it.
He gets a waiver. You know why he gets a waiver? It's got Harrison Ford.
The only problem I have with a mine chase is you're just following
The track.
Well, hold on. They switch tracks. They do switch tracks and chase.
So
And then they get back together.
Yeah, that's true.
my 9-year-old finally watched all 3 Indiana Jones.
In order?
Yeah.
What about the 4th one?
We're not talking about that. So he ranked them as Last Crusade.
You like that as the best one?
Yeah, I think it's mostly because it has the most action.
He liked it because he threw him out the window of the blimp and
He
said,
did laugh
"No
at that.
ticket."
He did like
That's true. That's a good scene.
that. Then he liked Raiders of the Lost Ark and then Temple of Doom. So just want to let you know. Even his is Temple of Doom.
Although, he should have correctly said it's like 9 ticket because he spoke English. And then
He
everybody
did.
on there should have said, oh, that's the American guy we're looking for.
Wait a minute. He had James Bond, Man with the Golden Gun.
I don't know that one. I'm going to have to look it up.
Which chase scene was that? With Jaws?
Oh,
I
no.
don't think
No, not Jaws.
Jaws
Who
wasn't in
that
that
one,
the Golden
right?
Gun. Who was in that? What was
Was it
Scaramanga? Christopher
Why don't you look
Lee?
it
Was
up?
that
You
the
have
one?
the internet.
I think that was the one with Christopher Lee.
Scaramanga?
Well, I pulled up the Twitter one so I can read so you wouldn't have to.
Thank you.
What, like when they're chasing each other in the lair with guns
I don't know.
to shoot?
You know what? Yes. Mad Max Fury Road. Fast Five. Which one?
It's the whole movie.
Okay. And Bad Boys 2, the intro scene, which is a good chase scene. I will say that. Brian Auer, he had G.I. Joe's Paris chase scene because of, I think the ridiculousness of it is pretty bad. It is
so bad.
But he is a G.I. Joe fan of the comic books, I think so.
Oh, you're allowed to be a fan of the comic books and a fan of the cartoon, just not especially the first movie.
And Jeff, you were correct. Italian Job 2003.
Woohoo!
That was the number 4. Number 3, Independence Day, the Canyon Chase. That is pretty cool with Will Smith. Island Chase intro from Nate and Hayes.
I don't know Nate and Hayes.
I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Number 1, the speeder bike chase in Return of the Jedi. That is a good one.
That was good.
Oh,
If I had
Except it looks fake.
It does now, but
Yeah.
if I had to do my top 5 after I saw this, I would have added that.
I
one.
almost put in the run to kill the Death Star as a chase
Oh.
scene. Because Darth Vader,
Yep.
chasing them down.
Darth Vader is chasing him. You're right.
And the-
I'll give
you
you
know-
that. The trench run there.
Yeah, the trench run. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Chris Richardson. Good day, mate.
Hello,
365
wanker.
flicks. He has Baby Driver. John Wick.
I probably need to see Baby Driver and John Wick.
I agree. Born Supremacy.
I'm trying to remember a chase that stood out from Supremacy. Was it the running
I have no
chase?
idea.
But it's tough to find out because they cut every 2 seconds, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure where they were running to.
Oh, thinking of all the Bonds. Every Bond movie's full
How
of
about the
chase
one that goes
scenes.
skiing?
Oh, that was
or Her Majesty's Secret
I
Service.
love the skiing
or
one.
no, it's
or the Roger Moore.
yeah, Roger.
That was
ski
Roger
chase
Moore.
scene
It's
For Your
the-
Eyes Only.
For Your Eyes Only. Oh, that was the first
Yeah.
Bond movie I ever saw.
Yeah.
Was For Your Eyes.
I think I
Only.
was with you. I think
Yeah.
I agree. Not with
Yeah,
you. but-
I wasn't with you.
No. But I think I agree. That might have been the first one.
Oh, yeah, I
But-
forgot about the Pink Panther where they're chasing each other in the Italian ship. And they keep going through the same roundabout. They
What,
keep
the
getting
Steve
lost.
Martin one?
No, the old one of Peter Sellers and the old Italian guy is trying to walk across the street and finally just gets a chair and waits for them all to crash into each other.
Because it's around.
He had number 2, Matrix Reloaded. And number 1, this one is another good one. Jurassic Park. Must Go Faster.
Must go faster.
Yeah, chased by the T-Rex.
Joe Keating. He had Ronin. That is a hell of a chase scene.
Need to see Ronin.
That's a good movie. Baby Driver. Gone in 60 Seconds. Obviously. Number 2, Italian Job. And Bullet.
The original.
No, 2003. Bullet. Bullet is a good
Anybody
one. too.
put the original Italian Job on their
No.
list?
Because that's what it was based off of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bullet, Steve McQueen, obviously.
I need to see Bullet.
Yeah.
I saw the chase scene. That was it. Sister Carolyn. She had Deadpool. I don't remember the chase scene in Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Shoot Them Up. I think the whole
So
movie
when
you
they're
could do that as a
transferring when they're
chase.
transferring the villains. No, hold on, it's Deadpool 2.
Oh, no. Number 3, Blues Brothers. Number 2, Knives Out. Is there a chase scene in Knives Out?
Yeah, there is.
And number 1, Raising Arizona.
Oh, I forgot Raising Arizona. I would have put that on my list if I remember.
Which chase scene?
The one where you had to get the Huggies,
Oh, okay.
and he robs the what do you call it?
The convenience store.
Convenience store.
Son.
And instead of buying the Huggies, he robs them, and then they're chasing,
You got
and,
panties on your head.
and then he drops the Huggies, so they have to circle back around to pick
Circle
them
around
up.
and pick them up. Yeah, that's pretty good. Drive as they go by and pick them up. Okay.
All
Anything?
right.
Any others?
Yeah, on some listener feedback, tweeted on the that tweeted
In
at
the
us.
Twitterverse.
RJ Holt 666 first asked, "Does pod racing count?"
No.
No,
We said no racing.
That's not chasing.
Yeah.
Just because you're behind him doesn't mean you're
Yeah, just because
chasing.
you're chasing a leader
Yes.
to beat. You got,
But he goes on to say 5, Smokey and the Bandit.
oh, yeah. That'd be cool.
Yep. 4, It's a Mad, 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 Mad World.
That's more of a race, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose they're trying to beat people to, but
To the prize.
but I suppose some people are following
Or to
other
the
people, so they
treasure.
don't have to figure out how to get there.
All right. Well, after they discover it, there is kind of a chase scene.
T2.
Yeah.
Number 2, he has Return of the Jedi, the speeder bikes.
Speeder bikes.
I love speeder.
And number 1, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the chase to the movie lot.
Pretty good.
Stork
he's
at,
doing a
at-
Pee Wee's Big Adventure tour. It was
is?
just released,
Yeah.
Rubens.
Oh,
I think it ends in a porn theater.
sweet. Like where his career ended?
Yes.
With Fred Willard.
Stork at Besotted Geek said Bullet, the on-foot opening to Casino Royale. Pretty good chase.
Yeah.
I thought about that one. The truck chase in Raiders of the Lost Ark. The Goldfinger DB5.
Yes.
DB5.
D8?
Douchebag 5?
No, I can't remember. There's so many Bond chasings. They all run together. You can put a clip together of all the Bond chases.
It would be 6 hours.
And,
I know.
And this chicken and waffles loving motherfucker does pick the Blues Brothers end
But what's his honorable mention?
As his number one?
as his number one.
Honorable mention is a good one.
His honorable mention, the Last Jedi intense chase in space. Yeah, I don't really mean that.
Just to drive Blake nuts.
I was sitting there going, what was the chase scene in that?
The real slow crawl.
Star Destroyer.
Yes.
Yes. Star Destroyer. So.
Sean at Pittsburgh Nerd says Blues Brothers, Final Chase, Smokey and the Bandit, damn near the whole movie, The Dark Knight, Armored Car Chase, The Road Warrior, Final Chase, and Gone in 60 Seconds, The Eleanor Chase.
Did you say the Kevin Cincy Explorer one?
No, I've got that next.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, Kevin says, well, you didn't say car chase scenes.
No, we didn't.
Nope, not at all. And then he starts off with Bullet, which is a car chase.
That was his
scene.
number one.
Yeah, and Smokey and the Bandit, Empire Strikes Back, the Millennium Falcon through the asteroid belt.
That's a good one.
Casino Royale, the foot chase at the beginning, hardcore parkour.
You know, that was a great one, too,
Yeah.
because you saw right away that Daniel Craig is a different type of Bond.
Yes.
And god dang did he look impressive. God, Daniel Craig.
You know,
abs.
some of the best Bond stuff is like the cold opening there. So maybe we'll have to check the Man with the Golden Guns cold opening. It's probably a good chase.
Top 5 Bond openings.
Sad part is I can't remember. It all runs together.
Top 5 intros before
And he has
credits.
the Matrix Reloaded. I think I read them in reverse order because he listed them 1 through 5, not 5 through 1. But
You see that? Top 5 intros before credits.
I can't do that.
okay,
It's too cerebral.
you can make up shit anyway, Blake.
Yeah, that's
What's
true.
the difference?
Yeah.
Broccoli and potatoes or something. Anyways. So, yes, that is your episode of Hobie. Bad idea of the week, number 489.
Benching your Blue Jackets for the week when they're beating the Washington Capitals 5-2.
How's your Blue Jackets?
The team's not doing well, so I didn't play my Blue Jackets
Players
in
fantasy
hockey this week, and apparently the team's doing well. Hopefully it's everyone but the guys on my team that I didn't start.
That was number 489. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. It's not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
And addendum. Titles for the show. I gave up after a couple.
Yeah, I think I only wrote one down.
What did you get?
I got Chocolate Sugar Bowl.
Okay, there it is.
That's the only thing I have written down.
I got gherkins for armpits.
Gherkins and Merkins.
Never know a long snapper. And Rushmore worthy.
I never know a long snapper because that has so many hidden meanings.
No one will know what. Never know a long snap.
Yeah, that's right. But then again, chocolate sugar bowl.
I like the chocolate sugar bowl.
A chocolate sugar bowl?
Yeah, people will think it's probably a new collegiate bowl for the inside.
Sponsored by Count Chocula.
Yeah, it's sponsored by the Monster cereals.
Nothing's worse than the Weed Whacker Bowl. There's a Weed Whacker
Is
Bowl.
there really a weed
There used to be.
bowl?
I'm not sure if there's
Oh.
a more, but it used to be a couple of years ago. It's like, what the hell is this?
Because anymore, any new bowls they come up with are just the name of
Just
the sponsor.
weird-ass, yeah.
The Belk Bowl. I'm like, yay.
I like the Arizona Bowl that has no Arizona teams in it.
But it's played in Arizona. Right?
Yeah, but it's just kind of funny. Like, as like, oh,
Sponsored by the state of Arizona. Come visit.
we're not that hot.
The Arizona Bowl. You can watch your teams from Virginia and Washington fight.
They have the teams from the New England states.
Oh yeah,
We're asthma friendly.
you can come to the.
Try desert air.
We've got Harvard and
Boston College. There's sold out tickets of 5. Anyway,
Right.
so
We got the College of William and Mary taking on our Sisters of the Elderly.
so Chocolate Sugar Bowl it is.
Chocolate Sugar Bowl.
Change proof. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
You've been listening to Hobie.